connection meets comfort.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions, on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, sunshine with a chance of some isolated showers. A few scattered thunderstorms are high today in the mid to upper 80s. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, and overnight low will drop down into the upper 60s to low 70s. Wednesday, there's a chance of a few showers or storms across the south, a high near 90. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 60 days. On ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Now we gotta be together to win this dadgum game. Now let's go over some things. Let's meet.
Touchdown Arkansas. Oh my! And Jones jumps up and slams the football over the goalpost.
We're gonna kill the Hogs with our back, and we're getting ready to win it. Knocking at the door.
City had very motivational words at halftime.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
I got a question for number 9. The wild wilderness at halftime.
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
You're going to learn real quick about me.
Tacos.
I love being competitive.
We're going to be friends forever.
It's halftime with Alyssa Orange.
Hey, Hunter can call in if he wants to. I'd love to talk to him.
Colton Little.
That's on me. I thought he was a better producer.
And Razorback legend Matt Jones. Live from the Crabtree RV Center Studios. New energy, new perspective, same obsession. This is halftime.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. Welcome into Halftime. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, Colton Little here. And I got to tell you what, I woke up today knowing that this conversation about the World Cup was going to be fire. You have to explain. So if you're watching us, by the way, on our stream, Matt is currently shaking a soccer jersey.
Juventus. The Juventus soccer jersey. Andrea Pirlo, my favorite player.
There you go. I want all the opinions. I knew I was going to get a lot of them. You know, I think that if you were to look on Twitter and look at just the opinions of people that are just upset about what happened yesterday and the U.S. losing to Belgium, and we're going to talk a little bit more about it. But, you know, I think, Matt, you continue to stress the difference between national, other countries, and how they play soccer and how the U.S. plays soccer. And no matter what you've seen so far, you are going to see a difference. And we saw that difference yesterday.
Hey, happy Tuesday. I really wanted to come in and buy everybody tacos.
I wanted tacos.
I could have made everybody a lot of money if y'all would just listen to me. It's like I think I'm 11 for 11 on my last soccer picks.
I actually think you are.
Whatever's going on out there. No, you know, I've watched soccer every day almost for 12 years. Of course, I've seen all these guys play, and you know who I haven't seen? Any of the Americans. I've seen Weston McKennie and Christian Pulisic play. There are two four stars.
Pulisic barely showed up this whole time.
He was hurt, so let's don't hate. He was giving it his all. Captain America. I ain't mad at him. But they have guys on the bench that are 5 stars. You know, it's Jeremy Doku. That dude is a 5-star. Witzel is older, used to be a 5-star. He's just getting older. Their touch is better. Their awareness is better. The way they close down space is better. Their recognition of their pattern recognition is better. I think we lost it from Pochettino. I think it's if you're looking at something to blame, it starts with the head ball coach. And you get into this situation where it's like when I was with the Jaguars and we're playing the Colts with Peyton Manning. Man, you better play defense and keep it close. Don't try to get expansive. We tried to get so expansive with them and try to run up and down. And no. They're better than us. Park the bus, play a low block, counter, use your athletic ability that way. Balagon can run past anybody. Use it
fast.
Use it that way.
Yeah.
Don't try to play with. Keep it 0-0 because you know what happens if you keep it 0-0? The better team starts to get tight. They might make a mistake. You let them score early like that, and it was over. And we had a deflection, free kick that happens sometimes. And then within 2 minutes, Amber heard the bed. Yeah, it was a bad. It was. I knew what was going to happen. I tried to tell everybody. Nobody listens to me. I like it better. I kind of like it better that way.
I have blind optimism is what I'm going to blame it on. I just got wrapped up in the fanfare of it all. It's not that I didn't believe you. I just, I wanted to have my blind optimism.
I was ready
into
to
that
come in
game.
here and remind everybody of that same thing, Matt, that you barely missed any picks, that you were right, that we should have listened, but you went ahead and did it for
Well,
us.
I'm
kidding.
No, it's fair.
No,
It's
we
very
went
fair.
3-6-9. Dang, you're fine. Yeah, exactly. I went 3-6-9. Then we had weekend picks. I didn't get to pick anything, and then I picked 2 games. I'm 11 for 11. So
All right,
I don't know what you want me to do.
Hey, with all that being said, Argentina and Egypt right now.
Argentina.
Duh. Messi all the way. See, I'm on board with you. Got a lot more to talk about. How about Darius Acuff? We knew he was going to play again yesterday. And again, ice in the veins. Got the rookie to hit that final shot to win that summer league game for the Kings. Going to talk some more about that. I'm a baseball, just like you love soccer. I love baseball. Major League Baseball All-Star Weekend is coming up, and it's very interesting, some of the snubs and some of the decisions with the All-Star Weekend. But I just love it. Like I love the home run derby. I love the fanfare around the MLB All-Star Weekend. So we're going to talk a little bit about that too, as well as some, like, what is it with athletes scamming and betting on things and doing illegal things in sports? Like, what is going on?
They've never heard the word no. So you got to think about athletes. Most of these kids, about the 9th grade, they're kind of the best athlete in their school, in their city, in their state. And so what happens? You start kind of having you have a inflated idea of yourself. They think they're above the law. It's the Jim Harbaugh rule with Michigan. They don't think rules matter to them. Rules matter to poor people or to people without talent. That's the mindset, and you have to. It's hard to rein these guys in because there's such an alpha mindset of you can't tell me what to do. I've never heard the word no. Oh, I can do whatever I want and get away, because they see it happen. Jim Harbaugh set a prime example for all his kids at Michigan that just do whatever you want to and then you'll be fine. And I think that happens. Some of these athletes don't have the right people in their life telling them the right way to act.
It's just a really interesting thing. I mean, we talked about Malik Beasley and all of that stuff with point shaving and whatnot. We've talked about Brendan Sorsby ad nauseum. We're going to talk more about him because Big 12 Media Day is happening right now at the Star in Frisco. And, of course, that is the hot topic of conversation when it comes to the Texas Tech, former Texas Tech quarterback, however you want to classify him. And then Kirk Creasoe, which is something that Colton brought up. I mean,
This kid.
insane. I mean, and he's from, where is he from?
He's a European
He
player.
is European. But
This
he
is a
played.
kid. This is a kid that played at Kentucky that logged good minutes that could have been an actual problem and had real potential, real talent to maybe make it to the league as a role player at some point in his career. But apparently, while he was here in the United States and while he was at the University of Arizona, not much is known about his time at Kentucky. But apparently, he has been scamming people out of millions of dollars with a wicked web of lies. Can't wait to get into that.
And not like crazy stuff. Like here we go. We'll think about this. I'm gonna put this out there in the universe. What's the craziest story you could come up with to try to scam someone out of money? He probably came up with it. He probably used it.
He gave.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to invest in a 1,000 Blockbuster videos.
Yeah.
Give me some money. I got a good idea. You come by and you rent a VHS tape. Just rewind it, or we're going to charge you another $1. That's the craziest idea I can think of.
Poor Blockbuster should have bought Netflix when Netflix when they had the chance, and now they're sitting at home doing nothing. Netflix is making millions, so it's pretty crazy. And guys, Clay is back.
Yep.
Clay is back. We're excited to hear about his fishing trip and all of his excursions up in Montana. He called me yesterday just to say, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm on the show and I'm excited to have Clay. Known Clay a long time. one of the best, and get his thoughts on a lot of stuff as well today too. So a lot going on today. Really excited to jump into it, but I just want to remind you guys, as always, our Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Call us, hang out with us. Obviously, you can also text us as well to bring in all of your thoughts. And if you miss any of the show, always want to remind you to go to hitthatline.com. You can download the app, listen to all the podcasts there. Of course, you can listen to Ty and Tommy from earlier, the three of us, and then Ruskin and Zach coming up later today. Those, Colton does a great job getting those out there, usually about 30 minutes after our show is over.
About an hour or so.
About an hour. I was giving you a little
You're
bit,
being
maybe
too
a little
generous.
too generous. I'm so sorry.
Our dedicated listeners know.
Too much pressure.
All
I
7 of them.
apologize. About an hour after the show, so make sure to go to hitthatline.com or go to the app, download it all, and listen to the podcast. So much to talk about as halftime rolls on after this.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
On second down, the give is to Felix Jones on an end around. Jones to the 30 to 40. Jones in midfield. He may go. 25 to 20. 10, 5. Touchdown, Arkansas. Felix Jones goes 72 yards. And the Razorbacks increase their lead.
Listen to every Razorback football game this season right here on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
When it comes to what's in your bag, size matters. Only Hardee's lets you choose from full-size favorites, charbroiled, hand-breaded, hot and melted, plus fries and a drink in our original bag. And all starting at just $5.99. Well, guess price matters too. Hardee's original bag, starting at $5.99. Because hard work deserves more than a teeny bag and an empty wallet. Price may vary. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Not valid with any other offer, discount, or combo.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fifth Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with the CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
As America celebrates 250 years of hard work and innovation, WT Equipment is proud to carry American-built Hustler turf mowers. During the Hustler Pro Sales event, commercial customers can take advantage of some of the best pricing of the year on qualifying Hustler Zero turns. Whether you're replacing one mower or growing your fleet, now is the time to save. But don't wait. The Pro Sales event ends July 31st. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location or visit WTEquip.com today.
The best Tex-Mex and even better service is at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Every day, Joe's Grill makes fresh from scratch salsas, queso dip, and guacamole with crispy warm chips to start your meal. Plus fajitas, enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and more that will make your experience one you won't forget. Great Tex-Mex and even better service. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
Somewhere in how long ago, sad about the fool, don't see, trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created. Once in her life, she musters up a smile for his nostalgic tale. Never comprehended what he wanted to say, only to realize it never was. She in his life.
Find halftime on 93.7 in Northwest Arkansas, 95.3 in Fort Smith in the River Valley, 96.3 in Hot Springs and Central Arkansas, 104.3 in Harrison and Mountain Home, and everywhere on hitthatline.com. Join the conversation. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now, here's Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
So when you look back at what happened yesterday, and again, man, so Matt, is it fair for all of the soccer people who have started watching soccer and kind of gotten their hopes up and watching this U.S. run? Do you feel like it was a major letdown? Because that's what social media will tell you, that was embarrassing, that was horrible, set back U.S. soccer 10 years. I can't believe they did that. You know, people were saying karma, all of the things. So would you categorize it a major letdown, or, for your point, the U.S., I don't want to say overachieved, but at the same time, played as best as they could for as long as they could, but that was kind of the end of the road.
Yeah, people on social media are idiots. The thing they don't know, it's just you get on there and that's what you do. If you watch soccer and you talk to somebody who's halfway intelligent and understands soccer, what we did was what we were supposed to do. You look at the teams we beat. We didn't overachieve, we didn't underachieve, we achieved. We come see, come sod. We were right down the line with what we were supposed to do. We didn't do anything special, but we didn't look foolish, just like all our songs today are going to have "fool" in the title. We didn't look foolish. Belgium is 1,000 times better than us, guys. Like, don't. It's just you want to believe in miracles, 1980, whatever, Kurt Russell did a movie. It's like we're all talking about some hockey thing that's a totally different thing, guys. Like, Egypt just went up 1-0. I'm down to miss a game eventually.
No, not Messi. Messi can't get. My son will be devastated.
Wow, little header by the Egyptians. They're up 1-0.
Is Mo Salah on the Egyptian team? He's older. Is he still on that
squad? He is. I've watched him play the last decade, 7 years or so at Liverpool. And so I just heard this. Jurgen Klopp was the head ball coach at Liverpool. He's the new Germany international manager now. So the next World Cup will have Jurgen Klopp. Now, so Colton, you were just a tournament too late. Next World Cup, you know who I'll be taking as one of my 3 picks?
Germany.
Yeah, absolutely.
Germany.
So I want to play this clip from Carly Lloyd saying this about Christian Pulisic, and get your thoughts, Matt. As we talk about overhyping and being foolish, want to see what you think about this.
And I got to be honest, I was a bit disappointed with Christian Pulisic. I think whether he wants to be the star of this team or not, we didn't see enough from him in this particular game, and really the whole World Cup.
That's
Thoughts?
okay. That's okay. Here's the thing. She knows more. She forgot more soccer than I ever know. I'm not going to try to debate Carly Lloyd. She's entitled to her opinion 100%. She's a professional soccer player. She knows more soccer than I do. What I'll say is being an athlete and not being 100% healthy, man, he gave it all out there. That's what my dad. So if you've been around coaches, what do they tell you? You give it your 100%, will live with the result. I've never doubted Christian Pulisic's effort. I've never doubted him giving 100%. Christian Pulisic is not a bona fide scorer, man. That's not what he does. He crosses the ball. If you've watched him play at Chelsea or Milan, which I've seen him play 100 games, he's not. He can't. Can he score? Yes, but he's a facilitator. He crosses the ball in there. He's a link-up player. So yeah, does your role change a little bit? They didn't ask him to be the center forward here for United States team, but is he filling the gap like a false nine and being on the wing? Yeah, that's what he does. He was hurt. He was hurt. Don't hate the kid because he was hurt. Did you see enough? Are you let down? Yeah, I get that. I get that saying. She could have used her words, I think, a little bit different. And I think we all get emotional at the time. And she's paid a lot of money to say her opinion. She's entitled to it. But you can't. There's no reason to jump on somebody's back when they're hurt. Dude was hurt, man. He couldn't go.
Alyssa, I think it's kind of a prisoner of the moment situation. There's not a lot else on TV. This is not a very big soccer nation, as was evident by the final score the other night. When the USA took on Belgium. But at the same time, there's not a lot going on. We want to feel a sense of unification. We want to have something we can rally around. And then when it came down to it, it's Monday Night Football. It really is. It's America. You're playing in Seattle. That place looked electric.
Eddie Vedder looked great.
It was
goodness,
fantastic.
As much as I don't like Eddie
It looked
Vedder,
amazing. And everybody had, built up all this hype around the game. I mean, you had to have the president step in to suspend a red card that had been handed out. It was all the dramatics and all the theater you could want. For the team to fall flat on their face, I think that's what some of this kind of the anger, the backlash that we've seen on social media is about. I mean, hell, even yesterday after the game, after it was the third goal that the U.S. give up, where Freeze kind of came out and got caught.
Oh, that was
that was hard to watch. And so I was emotionally, just reactive, and I fired off a tweet like, they're about to give him the treatment they usually reserve for war criminals.
I saw that.
Well, that's how I felt because I was like, man, like if Matt says it's a Three Stooges goal, if it was a bozo play,
it was the howler.
Then that's how I feel.
Was.
A
No,
howler.
you're right.
Thank you.
You're
it was
right.
a very boneheaded play. And so I was just like, man, and even in that moment, I felt defeated and had to fire a tweet off too, because this is not just like the Razorbacks losing or something like that. I mean, yes, that hurts, and obviously we care about them more. This is your team. This is your country. And there's really not a lot else going on. So there's a lot of investment. That's what I think it is. More of a prisoner of the moment thing than, really picking at anybody else. Like Christian Pulisic, yes, he was hurt. Yes, he was injured. But like Matt said, he's not, Karl Malone. He's John Stockton. He's not the scorer. He's the distributor.
Right. Well, he said after the game, I'm disappointed with myself, of course. I'm going to try to stay positive. I did a lot of good things, and the team did as well. Of course, he was forced off with a right ankle injury on that 59th minute, replaced by Sebastian Berhalter, who I thought played really well, by the way, coming in and replacing Pulisic. I think, and I will say this, as someone who casually will watch soccer if it's on, has really gotten into this World Cup and really enjoyed it. I mean, I went out and I got some like apple pie for dessert at a watch party that I was going to. Like, I was feeling all kinds of American, and maybe this is
Play some Don McLean.
Yeah, this is the football mind of mine that I've spent my entire life watching. I just maybe expected, and this is an ignorance potentially, that like Pulisic would be like one of those like take over the game kind of guys. Like I was maybe thinking that like him or even like Balogun to just like take over a game. Like you see some football players, it's just like, okay, just give him the ball and watch him take over. And there was none of that, but that's my American misconception on what I thought could potentially happen in a game.
Their touch, Belgium's touch, just watching them kind of warm up and watching them kick the ball. It's and Clay will be able to tell you this too, because his daughter played college soccer and he's seen a lot of soccer as well. Just watch it, and so we're all watching the same game, but we're all not seeing the same thing. That's what's cool about sports. Their touch, their reaction, their understanding where spacing is on defense, how to close down space. They're just light years ahead of us. And I thought Pochettino totally Amber Hearded the bed. What you do is you put your whole entire team back and you use that speed because we're faster than them, and you counter. But you low block it and play like how Paraguay played against, was it Argentina when they low blocked it and just kept it as or France, whatever they did. It was France. and you just keep it. You keep it 0-0. You keep it a single possession game. Messi just missed the penalty. You keep it a single possession game as long as you can. I think back to Houston Nutt. We're going in so many halftimes. We go into the locker room. Guys, we're still in it. It's a one-score game. It's a one-score. For your psyche, how good that to keep it a one-score game as long as you can. And I know they scored one, and then we scored one, so it essentially was a one-score game. But then they scored one right back.
61 seconds later.
I just think Pochettino messed up, and because our talent is our two best players are 4 stars. We have 0 5 stars. You got Pulisic and Weston McKennie, 2 4 stars. 0 5 stars on this team. Belgium, I counted up, they had 6 5 stars in their starting lineup and a couple on the bench. That's just the difference in talent. It's like watching the U.S. basketball team play Olympic basketball, and they have to go play against Australia or Canada. You got Jamal Murray and Andrew Wiggins on the Canada team. They're not beating the American team. That's how Belgium is. You got to put it in perspective a little bit. Do I want America to win? Absolutely. We just got to be a little realistic about it.
You mentioned that skill that they have, obviously, Matt. And one of the things that I thought that was just clearly evident of that was not only what they were able to do offensively and scoring and all that, but Matt, defensively, that was the first time I'd seen the United States in this whole tournament.
We were fumbling around like we were looking for our keys in our pocket. It was.
I told my friend Lindsay yesterday, I was like, they look 2 seconds behind.
Yep.
Like they just weren't able to catch up. It was a
fumbling
weird.
their keys.
Yeah.
Belgium did not let them do anything they did not want them to, and they dictated the entire pace of that game. I think the possession might have been even. I mean, coming out of the half, and then for the first maybe 5-10 minutes out of the half, then that third goal came around, and after that, it was. I mean, it was basically lights out. But the defense for Belgium was one thing that stood out to me. Is it completely shut down what the Americans wanted to do, and like you said, Matt, it didn't really make any sense to me that they didn't immediately start to act a little bit more conservative once they got what was likely to be the only offense they were going to get the whole night with the set piece from Tillman.
Oh my God, can we talk about that Tillman kick?
Beautiful.
Holy
Beautiful.
cow.
Tillman over.
Ooh, I just got chills.
Yeah,
Thanks
for a
that.
moment. For a moment.
For a moment. I mean, a bullet. An absolute bullet. It was so cool.
Twice in 2 games for him.
And then 61 seconds later, it was a different story. So that's okay. Hey, did you guys see that Belgium was trolling the United States on Instagram?
They're learning good.
I love it. So I love a good troll
half
job.
American,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie. Like if you go out there and they just kind of did their thing and they won very handedly, and then they just got on their Instagram and they put up 2 things on Instagram. One, they put a picture of them celebrating and it just said "overturn this."
There we go. That's
and then they put another one up there and it says it's called soccer, but they crossed out the word soccer and wrote football.
I should say it's Trump pump and dump.
No love lost there by Belgium. So congratulations though to Belgium on that win 4-1 over the United States. But I do hope. My hope, Matt, is that I know people are upset and it's like, oh, I got sucked into this and now I'm heartbroken all over again. But, maybe the appetite for soccer grows in this country and we continue to, I think we say this every 4 years though, but maybe the sport will continue to grow.
Costs a lot of money to play.
I hope it's not people that think Jesus is white, because that's kind of what you're getting into when you're like, oh, Jesus is white. Oh, America can't play. No, we can't. It's okay. Jesus isn't white either. Americans we're not good at soccer, but we're good at a lot of things. You have to understand, these kids come out of the womb kicking a soccer ball. Americans don't. We come out of the womb throwing a baseball, throwing a football, shooting a basketball. Our best athletes don't play soccer. That's okay. Don't be so weird about it. There's other great countries in the world to live, other beautiful spots. America's the best country in the world. Don't get me wrong. But there's other good. Enjoy it's what I'm saying. Enjoy the greatness. Enjoy it for what it is. Don't be so weird about it because America's not good at it.
You know what?
It's okay.
We have ranch, and it's okay.
Right.
We are good at making ranch
have
dressing.
Chick-fil-A,
We have Chick-fil-A,
ranch.
and we have Hardee's, and we have good burgers.
The Grand Canyon.
That's
The Grand
right.
Canyon
That's right.
There too. Yeah. Hey, speaking of Hardee's, ESPN Arkansas, Hardee's teaming up again. You can join the Morning Rush this Friday. They'll be there July 10th from 9 to 11. They're kicking off the football trip of a lifetime at Hardee's at 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. If you want to see the Chiefs take on the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and you can eat a monster burger in 150 seconds, you can qualify to go on the football trip of a lifetime. If you can say Viva Las Vegas and you want to spin the wheel to win great prizes, stop by, see the Morning Rush crew from 9 to 11 this Friday, July the 10th, and qualify for a chance to win the football trip of a lifetime. And while they're there, you can enjoy a sausage biscuit as well for only $1.49. Those sausage biscuits at Hardee's are absolutely fantastic. Be the office hero as well. Pick up a sack of sausage biscuits for the office. Offers good from 6 a.m. that day to 11 o'clock and available at every Fort Smith location and the one just across the border in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. So enjoy all of those great deals on sausage biscuits and endless fries at all Hardee's locations after 5 p.m. Great food, spin the wheel, and win great prizes. All this brought to you by Hardee's, ESPN Arkansas, and hitthatline.com. Come qualify to win the football trip of a lifetime with Hardee's and ESPN Arkansas this Friday, 9 to 11. Morning Rush will be there live. Can't wait. And America has that. They don't have that over in Belgium. So get on your Instagram all you want. You're welcome for
There you go.
Yeah, you're welcome for your freedom.
There you go. Feel American. Go eat a burger and
Or
have
73
some fun.
hot dogs.
70.
Oh, is that what he got to?
66, yeah, 61,
Oh,
66.
you know
yeah.
what I did not do?
Watch it.
that on Saturday.
Next closest
Ugh.
competitor, 15 dogs away.
Gross.
Next level. That's an
Gross.
athlete. One of the best American
That's like
athletes.
Belgium versus America.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
of the best American athletes of all time. Pound
Yeah.
for pound.
Yeah. You know who's going to be a pretty good athlete? Darius Acuff. That's who we're going to talk about coming up after this break. Stick around.
It's not like a must win, like, we're going to kill all the firstborns of every player if we lose, but, it's a game you really, really want to win.
This is halftime.
Take it from Arkansas greats, Joe Klein and Pat Bradley.
The big national sports apps are now in Arkansas, taking over Oaklawn and Bentley, which are no longer local.
Making Bet Saracen the only real local app.
Still Arkansans fan fave.
Plus, Bet Saracen is still the official sports betting app of many of the state's colleges and universities.
Bet Saracen, built by Arkansans for Arkansans.
Bet with Arkansans. Bet with Bet Saracen.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fifth Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at GoForsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at GoForsgren.com.
The spring allergy and hay fever seasons are here, and Law's Drug Store has what you need to safely take care of you and your family. Law's Drug Store can fill and refill your prescriptions, and they have all of the over-the-counter allergy remedies to provide comfort. Call 452-6116 and ask about vaccine shot appointment for shingles, pneumonia, COVID, and whooping cough. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind the Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drug Store, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
Big news is rolling into
Wheeler Power Sports. We're proud to announce that we're officially picking up Aprilia. From championship-winning racing heritage to aggressive Italian styling, Aprilia brings pure adrenaline to every ride, and the wait won't be long. Our first shipment of bikes is expected to arrive around in mid-June, and trust us, you're going to want to see these machines in person. Stay tuned for inventory updates, arrival dates, and exclusive first looks right here at Wheeler Power Sports. Wheeler Power Sports, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Halftime with Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now let's get back to halftime with Arkansas football legend Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
Leading scorer in the SEC a season ago. Snakes the screen, the midi on the way, and it's Butter.
Butter.
But right there from behind the three, a smooth stroke there by Acuff. He finished with 22 points in their summer game yesterday against the Milwaukee Bucks. 7 of 19 shooting from the field. Just 3 assists, though, but, you know, some of his teammates were making shots, so that obviously plays into it. But another good game and another opportunity for Acuff to really show exactly what he's going to bring to the Kings this upcoming season. But I thought this was cool, guys. The Kings center, Dylan Cardwell, said this. He's a phenomenal point guard, phenomenal talent. Anybody that leads the SEC in assists is a great player, but to lead both in assists and points, generational player. I haven't played with a player yet where they're blitzing him every single play. It gives you an insight how dangerous he is, how much respect he commands from the other team. Generational player.
Been 50 years. That's
this
generational.
This ball has
Pistol Pete's the last
yeah.
guy to do it. So it's
Yeah.
that's to me that's sometimes people misuse the word generational talent. Like if you're Mark Pope at Kentucky, he does that sometimes. But it's true. It's happened one other time. It was Pistol Pete. So he is. I think he's going to make a lot of people. I'm looking forward to doing the redraft here in about 3 or 4 years and kind of seeing where he should have went. What's the latest on our other guy, Malik Thomas or Brazil? Are they in the summer league? Are they allowed to play yet?
Yeah, I was looking. So right now out in the California League, they're not playing, and I don't think their teams are in Salt Lake, and I believe Vegas does not start until next or the 9th. I believe the Vegas Summer League teams don't start till the 9th, and then we'll get to talk about Brazil and Thomas. And out of those two guys, I got to be honest. I mean, we've talked about Trevin Brazil so many times on this show, me included. Way back when I was just a call-in guest. I want to see what Trevin Brazil does with what his opportunity is in the NBA. Like, I'm really excited to see what he can do.
And he's at Denver. They got rid of Otto Porter, Michael Porter Jr., I'm sorry, a couple years ago. He might provide. Can he be Channing Frye? Can he be a Jared Dudley? What type of player is Brazil going to be? Because it's a cardio game. he has a great shot. He can get offensive boards. He's a great help side. Like, I start thinking of the things he's good at. There's a list of things he's not good at. We don't have to talk about those. But man, he's a great help side defender.
Yeah.
He has a great shot. He plays above the rim. You don't have to really run a lot of plays for him. It's just kind of, I think it's up to him, really. I think Brazil can stay in the league as long as he wants to, as long as his mind's right, and as long as he's healthy. Because he's been touched by the hand of God. People aren't blessed to be 6'11" with a 40-inch vertical. That's just not people aren't built that way.
And then when you're 6'11" with a 40-inch vertical, sometimes you don't. That's all you rely on. You don't ever try to work on getting a good outside shot like he has, Matt. And like you said, Alyssa, when you look at all the intangibles, all the God-given gifts, like you said, Matt, that he's been given, there's no way that if that guy doesn't just clean it all up between those 6 inches,
that's what I was gonna say, between the ears.
If he doesn't clean all that stuff up, there's no way this guy couldn't be on
Nas Reed. You think he could do it? Nas Reed
I think
does?
he can, Matt.
You know,
He
like
can
kind of in
be
that vein.
impactful on an NBA roster for a long time now. Nas Reed is a guy, when you talk about him, one of the first things that sticks out to me is something that Trevor Brazil has always been lacking, which is that innate physicality.
Yeah,
to be
that's
really
true.
broad-shouldered
That's
and
true.
strong up top as well. That's just not his calling card. But maybe the Nuggets, probably not going to ask him to be doing a whole lot of that because they've got that big, burly grizzly bear from Serbia over there to do all their bullying and knocking around for him.
This is true, though, so I'm really excited to see. Hey, speaking of the Bucks, by the way, Giannis saying goodbye officially to the Bucks, saying that, no matter where I am, Milwaukee will always be my city, my team, my family. So he has officially headed down to Miami along with Bobby Portis and will be a part of that Heat organization, which will be really fun to watch. And then, guys, as we sit here and talk about LeBron James watch, Cleveland Cavaliers and Donovan Mitchell agree to a 4-year, $273 million maximum contract extension. That includes a player option for the 2030-31 season. There is talk that right now Cleveland is the front runner for LeBron James. So how much does that contract kind of factor in what they're thinking with LeBron?
I think LeBron minimum is going to sign a $12 million deal. That's $1 million a month. I think that's the minimum. Donovan Mitchell, I think we've talked about this. I think he plays the 2 and the 3. I think he's top 3 at his position in the NBA. I do. Jaylen Brown's up there. I think Donovan Mitchell's up there. It'd be Jason Tatum, his teammates, his old teammates up there. What does LeBron value? Does LeBron want to play the 4 and have a stud athlete out there, or does he want to play like the 3, play off the ball? Actually be more of a primary ball handler and play with Bobby Portis, Giannis, and Bam Adebayo. So he'll take on a different role if he wants to go to Miami or if he wants to go to Cleveland. I don't know. That's a tough choice.
It's very interesting too because you go to Cleveland, and we obviously talk about Donovan Mitchell being one of the big weapons there in Cleveland. Obviously, like you said, Matt, you're really high on him, one of the best players in the league. They're complementary players in Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Those two dudes are dogs.
That's
and
who
they
I
take
think
away a lot of work that LeBron wouldn't have to do to where he could be in that primary ball handling type role. I think, Matt, in both of these cases, whether it be in Miami or in Cleveland, LeBron's going to find himself some way in having to handle the ball primarily, especially if he's on the court with guys like that. That's not their role either. While Giannis can, he can dribble down the court and, put the basketball through the court if he wants. That's not really his role either. And Bam's not taking the ball out. That's not what he's going to do. So LeBron will have to be doing that. And is that something he's interested in? I don't know. But Cleveland, to me, makes the most sense to just put a nice little bow on this story, to wrap it all up. LeBron, the chosen one, a kid from Akron, to finish where you started, to maybe really compete for a chance to bring one more championship in an Eastern Conference that now feels incredibly wide open. Even though my Knicks are, defending champions, I don't know they'll be able to repeat or have the exact same magical run they had last time. So the East is wide open, and if there's any place to do it, it'd be with a squad like Donovan Mitchell and Allen and Evan Mobley.
That's who can Brazil be Evan Mobley.
That's a great
who
call.
I was getting at. If he can do that, and he doesn't have to be as good as Evan Mobley, because he's not. That's not Nas Reed. Nas Reed is more physical, more defensive. But if he can be Evan Mobley, just like Brazil can play for 8, 9, 10 years in the league.
And the advantage that he has over Evan Mobley, Matt, is when Evan Mobley came out of USC, he wasn't known as a guy that had a really consistent jump shot. That's something that he's worked into his game. That's a facet that he's evolved since he got into the league, to where he could stick around, to where he could stay, to where he could make a roster and continue to become a better player. So
TB coming in already having a really repeatable jump shot, that's something that's going to continue to disturb him for a long time.
Yeah, guys, I looked it up for you just so you can know. The Las Vegas Summer League starts on the 9th, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, their first game is 3 o'clock on the 10th, so that is a Friday. And then a couple hours later, the Denver Nuggets will play at 5:30. So you've got both of those games happening right back to back. So if you want to watch Malik Thomas and then stick around and watch potentially Trevin Brazil on those rosters, that's when that Summer League starts. So we'll be able to talk about all three of those guys coming up here. But it'll be fun to see exactly what they make of their Summer League and their start in the NBA. And hey, guys, the best Tex-Mex, even better service is at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Every day, Joe's Grills makes fresh from scratch salsa, queso dip, guacamole with warm, crispy chips to start off your meal, plus fajitas, enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and so much more that will make your experience one you won't forget. Great Tex-Mex, even better service at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from the Harps. We're going to talk today in review after the break. Stick around.
It's not just about competing for bowl games. Going to bowl games is going to be the minimum expectation around here.
This is halftime.
When I'm in the mood for something sweet and hot, do I wait hoping my husband walks in dressed in tight tennis shorts and a dozen roses? No. I hit Hardee's for the new made-from-scratch hot honey biscuit. That crispy chicken, that hot honey, and that sweet prize. Just $3.99 for a limited time. Or that hand-breaded hot honey chicken sandwich with crispy bacon and melted Swiss on a brioche bun. Hardee's new hot honey menu. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Not valid for use within a combo or in combination with any other offer or discount.
The good old summertime is here, and Jelco Outdoors is having a good old summertime sale on all summer clothing. Save up to 50% off on select Ariat, Burlebo, Drake, Habit, Hook, Local Boy, and Wrangler clothing. Check out the best deal in town on Ariat and Wrangler blue jeans. Buy 2 pair, get a third free. Bow hunters, come see us for getting your bow ready. Great deals on Elite, Hoyt, and Matthews bows. Close out the summer with savings at Jelco Outdoors. Remember, work, fish, hunt. That's what we do at Jelco Outdoors in Fort Smith.
The Solid Rock has been locally owned for over 46 years. When was the last time you were there? So much more than a bookstore. They have Christian t-shirts, church supplies, Bible studies, devotionals, home decor, gifts, and of course, a large selection of Bibles. And Bibles are engraved free of charge while you wait. Now, you can get custom laser engraving on select gift items and some Bibles. Located next to Sam's Club on South 74th, The Solid Rock is your source for faith-based books, music, clothing, and more. The Solid Rock, 452-4844.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at goforsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at goforsgren.com.
Budweiser, the American lager. Time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LindberghTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Back on halftime here, about 12 minutes until 12 o'clock. Clay Henry's going to join us then as well. He's been gone doing Clay Henry things in Montana, and I know we're all excited to hear about his thoughts on the World Cup, what he did in Montana.
I know he's going to have some thoughts on the late Bill Burnett as well as we talk about that and continue to more on the death of a great Razorback. We are going to do our Today in Review real quick, guys. It's 7/7/26, July the 7th of 2026. So Today in Review,
We'll start with our historical events. On this day in 1936, approximately 90 years ago, RCA broadcast the first real television program. A variety show with dancing, a film on locomotives, a Bonwit Teller fashion show, and a monologue from Tobacco Road. That's beautiful. 1936.
I'm sure it was very entertaining.
I'm sure it was. I'd like to have seen the Bonwit Teller fashion show as to what feather boas and what they were wearing back then in the 30s.
Feather boas. I'm gonna
I don't
Google this.
know.
I'm gonna Google it now.
Google it. Bonwit Teller fashion show. Okay, today in 1947, these words here I'm about to say are very important here. The first three. Alleged and disputed. Alleged and disputed. Alleged and disputed. Roswell, New Mexico UFO incident occurred. A rancher who found unusual debris on his land near Roswell, New Mexico. The local military initially announced they recovered a flying disc, but quickly retracted the statement to say it was just a weather balloon. And here we are, all these years later. The
But they
government still
created-
hasn't told us.
But they created Area 51 for a weather balloon?
No
right.
chance. No
yeah,
chance. You remember
right.
a handful of years ago whenever there was a big internet thing, to go off Matt's point of everybody on social media is stupid, there was a huge social media call
Idiots.
to go
Idiots. I didn't call them stupid.
Idiots, excuse me. Sorry, I'm being too nice. Everybody on social media is an idiot.
well, I remember a handful of years ago, all the idiots on social media planned to storm
Yeah.
Area 51 to get some answers that they rightfully thought they deserved.
Aliens are real, guys.
Amen.
It's not even
And
new.
I'm just, that was it. End statement. Aliens are real.
877-377.
So are ghosts.
6963. Ghost, I might be able to get with you on that. Hey, in 1990, Wimbledon women's tennis. Martina, thank you for this name.
You're
here.
welcome. I'm so
Martina
sorry.
Navratilova. That was pretty good.
There you
Martina Navratilova wins her record 9th Wimbledon singles title, defeating American Zina Garrison 6-4 and 6-1 in 2 sets. Let's do some birthdays today. Born today in 1880, the inventor Otto Frederick Roeder invented a bread slicing machine. Today in Missouri in 1880, best thing
Changed
since sliced
the
bread.
world.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sliced bread. First time they sold
How
it.
do you think, seriously, like you're sitting around your auto, you're an inventor, you're an engineer. Like how do you create, like what did it look like in your brain? Like I'm going to create something that's going to slice bread.
It has to be born out of practicality.
Into
as,
pieces.
As most great inventions are. The man was probably tired of getting an uneven piece when he tore it apart with his hands, so he wanted something precise.
Symmetrical.
Yeah, he wanted symmetry. He might have had a little bit of OCD
And a
to it.
knife. Well, he might have had a knife, and he was just his wrist was really hurting him
Yeah,
that
he
day.
was getting
Almost kind of
carpal
like
tunnel.
T.J. Thomas Jefferson had one of those things where he would write.
That's,
He
how,
did.
that's what he's known to all his friends.
TJ,
Yeah, yeah.
TJ. Hey, look, I'm a Virginian. Y'all back off.
Oh, okay. That's
Thanks. We're cool like that.
That's cool.
And so TJ would sit at his desk and he created an invention that as he wrote a letter, it would duplicate on the other side and write it. So
see.
he would only have to do
That's
it
very
a couple
cool.
times because it would copy what he was writing. It would pick it up and move it all the time.
There was a president that
Genius.
could write in Greek with one hand and Latin in the other. I think it might have been William Howard Taft. He also
That's
got stuck in a
impressive.
bathtub one time. He
Oof.
was quite rotund.
Yes.
Born today also in 1906, a great pitcher, Satchel Paige, born today
Awesome.
in 1906. Also in 1940, Ringo Starr, who is 86 years old today. Wow. Shout out to Ringo. In 1949, you may know her from The Shining, Shelley Duvall, born today.
That's that's what Dave Grohl said. Who would play him in a documentary biopic? He said Shelley Duvall.
That's pretty good. Those are two
They kinda
doppelgangers
look- yeah.
right there. Today's
That's
National
great.
Days. It's a World Chocolate Day. Everybody loves chocolate out there. A Global Forgiveness Day. So if you're out there and you've wronged me,
sorry.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Thank
you. Yeah, kind of.
We forgive you.
National
Kind of.
Strawberry
Just don't
Sunday.
do it
Wow,
again.
don't get into that one
No,
with Colton.
National Strawberry Sundae Day. It's redundant, but National Strawberry Sundae Day. I'm a big proponent that too much on ice cream. There's a lot. Regular ice cream by itself
That's how
is
they got
fine.
the Lincoln. He knew it.
That's also today, National Dive Bar Day. Shout out to the North 40 Club, now defunct, in Russellville, Arkansas. Text in your favorite dive bar, 877-377-6963. And if
Tallahassee.
you're still allowed to operate on the premises there, let us know. National Daughter Dad Take a Walk Day. That's very, very sweet. You got a daughter out there and you're a dad.
Have you
Go take a walk with her today.
Have you seen this movie, 45?
Which one?
July 7th, 1977, the 10th James Bond film starring Roger Moore and Barbara Bach. It premiered in London. The Spy Who Loved Me.
I don't think I've seen any of the Roger
Mm-hmm.
Moore Bond films. I think I've seen I've seen all the blonde Bond. I've seen all of Daniel Craig, and I've seen a handful. I've seen
Pierce Brosnan.
I've seen Goldfinger. I've
Yeah.
seen Pierce
Yeah.
Brosnan. I've seen which one is that? A Time to Kill. Is Brosnan in that one?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen that
He's
one.
in about 4 or
So
5 of them,
yeah, I don't think I've seen any of the Roger Moore ones, unfortunately. Also today, como estas? It is National Dora Day. So
Hola.
Dora the Explorer. Yeah, hola. soy
Swipe or no
Dora,
swiping?
the grumpy old troll. He lives under a bridge. That is your Today in Review right here in Halftime. We do it every single day. You can call us, text us, let us know if we forgot anything.
And it's Jim Gaffigan's birthday.
Wow.
He is 60.
He's
today.
hilarious.
Beyond the Pale is one. I think I have that on
So
CD somewhere
funny.
still.
He was at the Amp either last summer or he's he's hilarious. I love listening. He's really, really funny. I'm interested about, do you like chocolate?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You're a chocolate
I will
guy?
eat chocolate. Not sweets as much, but dark chocolate. Give me a square of dark chocolate all day.
All day. See, I like a dark chocolate sea salt kind of caramel situation
Maybe
going.
an
Like
almond sliver in there. or
I'm
something.
my kids know that I love those little like Lindor truffle chocolates.
Those are good.
The white chocolate
Those are
ones are the
sinfully good.
best. Oh my god, they're the best.
You like white chocolate?
Yeah.
I don't like the bitterness of
Get
white
out
chocolate.
of
The
it. There's
chemical.
no bitter in it.
Yes, it is.
That's dark
It's no
chocolate.
bueno. No, I'm not a big dark chocolate guy either. Dick and Rogers wanted to know here from a very close source to the situation. Yes, Dick, the North 40 Club in Russellville, Arkansas, is unfortunately closed. It's a shame. They let
I've
you in
never been
there. Oh, you're not missing much. It was a true dive bar. But let me tell you, I once got in there using a friend of mine's passport, and we referred to that friend. He had a nickname. His name was Aaron, but we called him Ernie. His other nickname was 5 because he was a 5 out of 10. So the fact that
Oh,
somebody
wow.
let me into a place thinking I looked like him was a big blow to my self-confidence. But after the cheap liquor that was served there, I was able to enjoy my time. That was also 8 years ago, so it's past the statute of limitations.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It means it's fine. I can say it out loud.
Did you have a
There's no
dive?
legal
Did you have a dive
repercussions.
bar that you went to a lot?
If it was a Mexico where I could eat a taco, to go there. Grand Central right here in Fort Smith.
That's a good one.
I've probably been there 100 times over the last
That's a
5
good
years.
one.
Yeah.
There you go. I need to find me a good dive bar in Fayetteville. Ken's in Tallahassee was the place to go. I had a mug. You know, you have a mug on the wall that they take down with your name on it, and they give you beer in it all the time in college. It was fantastic. Also, spent a lot of time underage there, and then when I showed up on my 21st birthday, they were like, wait, what?
Hold on.
Hold on a second. You've
hold
been
a
coming
second.
here for 2 years. Well, surprise, I'm 21 now, and I can be here legally. Here's my real ID.
You're not Melissa from Missouri?
No, I'm not. No, I'm Mary was the name of my fake ID. Thank you very much.
You violated multiple.
It was a Mary in Florida. It's fine. It's fine. It's, you know, statute of limitations is passed.
That
It
was
has.
years ago.
More halftime after this, including our buddy Clay Henry going to join us for the rest of the show. We've got more halftime. Stick around.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. Not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours Or you can use Terra's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
COP CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050. COP CDL Academy.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, sunshine with a chance of some isolated showers. A few scattered thunderstorms are high today in the mid to upper 80s. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, and overnight low will drop down into the upper 60s to low 70s. Wednesday, there's a chance of a few showers or storms across the south, a high near 90. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 60 days. Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Now, we got to be together to win this dadgum game. Now, let's go over some things. Let's meet.
Touchdown, Arkansas. Oh, my. And Jones jumps up and slams the football over the goalpost.
We're going to show the Hogs with our back, and we're getting ready because winning, knocking at the door. City had very motivational words at halftime.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
I got a question for number 9. The wild wilderness at halftime.
A sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
You're going to learn real quick about me.
Tacos.
I love being competitive.
We're going to be friends forever.
It's halftime with Alyssa Orange.
Hey, Hunter can call in if he wants to. I'd love to talk to him.
Colton Little.
That's on me. I thought he was a better producer.
And Razorback legend Matt Jones. Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. New energy, new perspective, same obsession. This is halftime.
Welcome in hour number 2 here. It is noon on halftime. Melissa Orange, Matt Jones, and Colton Little. And I tell you what, guys, when you move here in 2013 and you're a young reporter like myself, I don't think there was anyone more intimidating than Clay Henry and Nate Allen. And then you realize that both of them were just the kindest human beings and nothing to be afraid of and have become wonderful friends. Miss Nate every day. Love him. But Clay joining us on the show. My first time with Clay, back from Montana, full of stories. Hello, Clay.
What a treat. What a treat. I've known this was in the works for a while, and I knew Tommy was talking to him, and I just prayed.
That I didn't get the job?
Good Lord, let this happen.
Don't make the same mistake twice.
Look, that's right. Thank you, Clay. Thank you. I'm excited to be here. But we would be remiss, I think, if we didn't ask you about Montana.
Oh, good Lord, what a trip. The only thing that would compare to it, 1976, as a young reporter at the Conway paper, my dad talked the publisher of the paper, Frank Robbins, into letting me go to Augusta National with him for a week. So spending a week at Augusta National with my dad, and then we played on Monday, thanks to Jack Stevens, played the course after Raymond Floyd had won on Sunday. This is just like it. This was just like it. I mean, David Knowles, Dr. David Knowles, engineering professor, the late David Knowles, had invited me to go with him for 3 weeks and camp out tents in Montana, Dillon and Helena, on 4 or 5 famous rivers. But I always went to Colorado because of my connections there for my summer vacation. And last year I was in Utah when his son John Knowles and son-in-law Kip Hearn started sending me pictures of these 25 and 26-inch fish they're catching on the Missouri. And I'm at Dutch John on the Flaming Gorge, Green River, catching 18-inch fish that I was so proud of, realizing that I'd made a mistake. So this year I did it. I flew to Bozeman, Kip. These are both civil engineers, and they've done 25 years or 20 years, whatever, with David on these rivers. They know where to camp. They know where to eat dinner. They know where to fish. They know where to stand. And they treated me like Razorback royalty. It was unbelievable. They knew the cooks in the restaurants. They knew, and we'd run into people on the river. They knew them. And they might be from New Jersey. They might be local. But Kip picked me up in Bozeman. I flew straight to Bozeman, and we were fishing within 3 or 4 hours. And I can tell you the creeks, the rivers, doesn't really matter. Just remember, these are world-class fisheries with big trout and little trout. You're catching them on nymphs. You're catching them on dry flies. You fish till 3:30. You have a great dinner, take a nap, and then you go back and fish the evening spinner fall or the rise or dry flies. Then you do it again, and I did it for 15 days. And halfway through the trip, we moved up to Helena, about 3 hours up I-15. Then we did the Missouri under Hauser Dam, and then the Missouri under Holter Dam. I got to go in to the famous fly shops in Craig, which is just a hole in the wall with a bunch of fly shops and a couple of pizza places and bars. And we just did that every day. And different people rolled in and stayed in we were in the KOA, both places. Their friends and relatives would come in for 2 or 3 days at a time. But the 4 constants were me, Kip, John, and his 14-year-old son, John David. And we just got tighter and tighter and tighter. We knew, Kip fixed my coffee and knew I wanted 2 ice cubes in it to take the heat out of it. John fixed blueberry pancakes with fried in Pettigene bacon with three fried eggs on top of it. That breakfast sustained you till the 4 o'clock dinner. You might have a couple of water bottles and a Cliff Bar, but we caught big fish. We chased big fish. I had 7 and 8 pound trout on doing somersaults in the middle of the Beaverhead River. Didn't land those. It's really tough to land those big fish in big heavy flows. I could go on and on. But if you go to Facebook and look at my account, I did a daily diary for 14 days, and there's 10 or 12 pictures. It's at the message boards at Hogs Illustrated. I don't need to tell anybody that because they already know it. But if you want to look and read some of the stuff, and I had not caught really a monster rainbow until the last day with 30 minutes to go. I'm 20 miles from Helena, Bobby Petrino territory. I decided that I need to toughen up, get some courage, and go Bobby blank Petrino on those fish. And I did.
And you did.
I got a 22, 23 inch rainbow on. There's lightning dancing above the dam,
Yeah.
and we got to get out of there. And I'm going to fly out the next morning. I had 30 minutes, and I was like, boys, I had lost 7 really big fish that day. I'm talking about 24, 26 inches, maybe one longer than that. And of course, they conquer you. They're going to win those battles. We're fishing little hooks. You try to put pressure, those little hooks just pull out, and they get out in 4,000 CFS. You run down the bank if you're able to. Those boys could go down the bank, dodging rocks and stuff, but it was pretty cool. And I had one 25-foot brand new Airstream. I had one end of it. Kip had the other. It had all the amenities. It's thermostat. You can set it. Get it really cold in there. We had one day it rained and I bailed, and I did laundry for me and Kip at the KOA and just kind of read and recharged. I mean, I won't tell you, it was tough to keep up with these guys. And they're hardcore, and every once in a while, I would not go back for the evening, the evening hatch, at 7:30 or 8. You come in at 10, so I kind of retired early and cleaned the coffee pot, did things like that. So I was the old guy, and boy, we did tough hikes, but it was one day it was 48 with 25 mile an hour wind, but I had all my winter gear, and it was wonderful. I was toasty, but the rest of the days it's 50 at daybreak when John's fixing breakfast, and then it would be 72, 73 by the middle of the afternoon, and you start off with just a light covering, and by the end you're fishing in a one hoodie, just a dry fit hoodie, cover your arms.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get burned. Hey, I thought about you yesterday when you were talking about maybe being out on Beaver Lake, and I thought, hey, if Alyssa gets sunburned, she would be burnt orange.
Nobody needs that. Nobody needs me to be
She's
burnt
not
orange,
burnt
even
orange.
myself. I'm not.
That's the worst color in the world.
We don't. Horns down. I
Sorry,
understand.
sorry.
No, you get it. I get it. No, I'm glad you had fun. Hey, really quick question, and I'm going to play my fishing ignorance into this question. When you catch the fish, do you keep them or put them back?
You can do either. There were
Okay.
people that in some of these streams did keep the fish, but we don't keep them. And if you want a great fish dinner, any of the restaurants, they'll fry you up some cod or some halibut or something like that.
Nice.
But we release them, take really good care of them. They're trophies, and you want them. If they're 23, you hope next year they're 26. And but there were people with stringers, and it's perfectly legal. I think the limit's 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you can keep them here on the white. I have fish streams that's totally catch and release, but I don't think any of these were catch and release. I think you could keep 2. And, but I think the Missouri below Hauser, you could keep 2, but they had to be under 18 inches. You can't keep the big monsters. But hey, that's not, I'm not against that. You buy your license and it says you can keep fish, then you can keep them.
Got it. Well, I'm excited to hear more about your trip as the day continues to roll on. But we do have Charlie on the line, and so we're going to get to Charlie real fast just to see, I appreciate him for calling in a timely manner. So, Charlie, what's going on?
Yeah, Clay, Alyssa's already put me in the doghouse too, because, I wasn't coming through last week. I was,
You do get a pass.
dealing with
We
it.
know that you weren't feeling
Dealing-
well. It's okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. Hope you can.
You got to bring it
hope you
every
can take
time,
it.
Charlie.
I got to bring it every time. And look, now she was talking about pressure. Alyssa doesn't understand that when Matt came on here, to call in and to speak to him, I was about to hyperventilate. And he's the coolest dude ever. So, Colton, I
That's
got
how
to
I
ask
felt
you
when I
when you
walked in the
first,
studio for the first time too.
What,
Charlie?
Charlie?
I get it.
Colton, when you first started and you walk in and there's Matt Jones right there, was it a little awe and spot? Was that tough
All
for
right,
you to
let's
do?
get to
Or
what we got to get to, Charlie. Come on.
No, because Matt's a normal guy.
Thank you.
Always
He's
been
just
that way.
he's just a dude being a dude.
He's just a dude being a dude. That's
right.
great.
That's right.
Well, guys, I have a question for you guys. I was thinking about everybody, could comment on these summer league games and what's his name? Peterson went out there and went for 25 and 12. Acuff had a poor shooting game in the first. Blah blah blah. But the Kings are 3-0, and Acuff has had some really good moments. Matt, I don't know about you, but I don't put a lot of stock into these games.
It's almost like when we're going to play the game one in the football season, it's you're almost scared if we do bad. They're doing what they're supposed to do. You're right, Charlie. It's like if we play game one for the Arkansas Razorbacks in the football and we win by 3, then I'd be really nervous about the football season.
Well,
it's almost you can kind of get let down.
And I think too, like he's out there with. Let's just be real. I'm not trying to be like disrespectful, but a lot of those guys aren't going to be on the team. But we know that the actual team itself. So. There's a lot of guys that are out there with him. I do think I do give them credit. They're letting him. I think they're just letting him go. I think they're putting the ball in his hands and just saying, "Go be aggressive and go be yourself," and we'll go from there. Once the season starts, obviously, he's not going to be taking as many shots. He'll probably get his teammates involved more. But the one thing that I love about him, and I think it'll carry him throughout his career. What does Cal always say about people when they take big shots? What is one quote that he always leans on? Do you guys know? What he always says that when people take big shots, what do you think gives them the confidence that they're going to make it? What does he say? Clay, I know you know it.
Time in the gym.
Well, that too. That's part of it. But the big thing is you're willing to miss. You're okay with missing. And I know that sounds, I guess, counterintuitive in a sense, but it's not, though, because you got to be willing to, take the shot to begin with. And you got to, like you said, you got to put the time in the gym. You got to be willing to miss. I mean, Jordan missed a lot of game winners, but you got to be willing to take it. And the one thing that I love about him, if I could describe him in one word, fearless. Mm-hmm. And I've thought about, the whole year watching him. That was the one thing I thought about, fearless. I mean, obviously super competitive. I mean, the guy could have shut it down. We all know that. And, he played through a pretty bad injury. So I just wonder, I hadn't really seen Malik Monk yet. I haven't really, not Malik, Lord have mercy, Malik Thomas. I have not paid any attention to them. But, yeah, I'm not putting too much stock into it. I know people are saying things, but it's a little overrated. And, well, I guess that's it. I kind of blanked out.
That's okay.
Charlie. Messi stood up to take the penalty kick earlier and missed again. So that's 2 penalty kicks. Not in this game, but 2 in this tournament earlier. So Messi stood up to take it. Who else do you want taking it? Anybody else? No. You want Messi taking it.
Yeah, for sure. I thought you were about to give us an update
it's
on what's happening.
1-0 Egypt. This would be the second biggest upset of the tournament. This would be pretty big.
Oh, my son will be heartbroken. Man, Clay Finn is a massive Messi fan. If you were to ask the greatest of all time, Matt, the answer is
Messi.
Is it Messi? Is it Pele?
Well, you got to go.
You got to go generational and errors.
Yeah,
Fair.
So 70s, you say Pele. Now our lifetime, us, it's Messi.
Yeah. So Finn gets into arguments with his friends at school, whether it's Messi or Ronaldo. I mean, that's how much he loves him.
Well, it's Messi, so he's right.
Okay.
And his friends are dumb.
So what you have to remember is they were both the dominant player of their era. So how do you compare them? Well, you can't.
Right.
They're different era. It's
yeah.
I mean, it's like comparing Frank Gifford to Barry Sanders. I mean, the Golden
Bill
Boy
Burnett
was
to Alex Collins.
Yeah. So they're the best of their era. And they both performed at the highest level against their competition. I've gone through this with Razorback legends, guys like sitting with Barry Switzer, who played in the 50s and is still cognizant of what's going on. And he says the guys of his era, there's only a handful that could play today, in integration, and Lloyd Phillips would play today. Lance Allworth would play today. Wayne Harris, the thumper, would play today. But you go much past those guys, and they wouldn't. So you have to be careful when you compare eras. But the greatest of all time, when you consider Clyde Scott could run 9.4 in the 100-yard dash. Well, he'd play today. I mean, it's, you know, that kind of speed, you know, of course it was really a great separator in those days when most of the players that he played with weren't that fast. But he'd play today. Now, would he play running back? I'm not sure. But the greatest of all time, they would play in this era. I mean, it's the same thing. Bobby Jones would play and be superior today in golf. So, and you know, he'd be longer with this equipment. You know, it just anyway. I like to hear the comparisons of the greats, you know, from different eras. But Pele, if you go back and you watch how he dominated the players he played against, that speaks for itself.
Maradona would play today.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you guys are right. Very hard to compare across different eras. It's also very hard to compare anybody to the Fence Man. If you need a new fence but you're not ready to pay all at once, the Fence Man is serving Fort Smith for over 40 years. They offer 18-month financing, so you can secure your home or office now and pay over time. Free quotes, custom designs, and the expertise to accomplish what most can't. Call 479-782-3936. That's 479-782-3936. Or visit thefencemanAR.com. The Fence Man, he ain't afraid of no work, Alyssa. Ain't afraid of no work.
Ain't afraid of no work. Hey, we talked about generational guys. I know Clay knew Bill Burnett very well. Clay, I want to get your thoughts on him after the break.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
Wanted to find someone who would embrace Arkansas and the opportunities to build on a rich tradition that includes 22 conference titles, 14 Sweet 16 appearances, 11 Elite 8 appearances, 6 Final Fours, and a 1994 NCAA championship.
The head coach of your Arkansas Razorbacks, John Calipari.
Listen to every Razorback basketball game right here on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanAR.com. Or call 479-782.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and everyday matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for Circuit Judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and everyday matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for circuit judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you in everyday matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason: to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for circuit judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been
You said I'd be your number one man. What kind of food do you think I am now? What kind of fool did you think I'd be? You said you really, really love me. Darling, you run around all over town. You give me up and then you let me down.
Make sure to follow Halftime on X at Hit That Line AR and on Facebook and Instagram at Hit That Line. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Let's get back to the show with Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
Yesterday on the show, we shared the news of the passing of Bill Burnett on the 4th of July at the age of 78. And I know Clay knew him well, and I want to hear some stories from Clay. But Nelson calling in. Sorry, Nelson, we didn't get to you on time yesterday. We obviously were talking about just the best running backs that Arkansas has ever had back in that backfield. So what you got for us?
Oh, yeah, that's great. What I'm wanting to talk about is this year's running back.
Okay.
Matt was right. We should run the ball this year. I mean, we should run the ball this year. I mean, with the quarterbacks that we got, which I think KJ, I ain't going to lie, I think KJ will be at least 5 times better than Taylor. Bobby Petrino put us in the right position last year 4 or 5 times, and Taylor made the wrong read. I mean, it was there, and it just didn't play. And I'm not getting down on Taylor because I love Taylor Green. But I honestly believe that KJ will put us in a better situation this year. But Matt was talking about our running backs the other couple shows back.
Yeah.
And with Sutton Smith and Braylon Russell, we're going to have a 1-2 punch. But don't forget, we got 4 stars. We got Jasper Parker, and we got T.J. Hodges.
Yeah.
And with the freshman rules, the way they are now, it ain't the way they used to be with playing 6 games or 4 games. They can play up to 9 games now as a freshman and not burn their year, which pretty much with the 5 years for 5 thing, it's going to be, they ain't going to burn a year anyways. But they can play up to 9 games as a freshman this year. And I want to know from Clay, because I know he's covering this, are they going to, you think they'll put Cash Courtney and some of them guys, they're going to kind of cross-train them any, do you think, on the offensive line for our guys? And also, do you think that we're going to get any freshmen on the field this year since the rules are kind of changed? And one more thing with Clay, Man, listening to you talking about fishing takes me back to watching the Madison, and it's great. I love it. I mean, the Madison was a great show, but listening to you talk to fishing was just like watching that show. It was great. Love it. Guys, go Hogs.
Thank you, Nelson.
Clay, you get all that?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as how they're going to play, I mean, defenses dictate. You have to do what you can. Do you impose your will? I don't know how good they are. I don't know how good everybody else is. The rosters have changed so dramatically. They look like they were deeper. And of course, yeah, you do cross train. You try to find your best 7 or 8 linemen and be able to move them around. Make sure you got somebody that can slide into center if something happens to Kittler. But I don't know. Broussard Williams, if they can move into guard. I don't know who else they've got at tackle. If the guards can step out. I saw one practice, and that wasn't a scrimmage. So for me to sit here and say that I've got a great feel for what they're going to be and how they're, and of course, when you talk about running backs, you better have 5. It's Tom Osborne told me one time he had to have 7 I-backs ready, and by some point in the season, you will have used all 7 of them at I-back. Better have 3 fullbacks. That was in the I formation. This is a 1-back offense pretty much, so it helps you a little bit because you can run plays for a big back or run plays for a little back. It's whatever. I think that they will run it more than say Bobby did, but Bobby, he was setting up plays for the run through the pass. It might be that that what they do is just the opposite. Maybe they set things up in the pass, through play action. That's definitely the way Bielema tried to run it. We're going to run it, impose our will, and then we're going to hit you with play action. I think Houston did the same thing, Matt, when you were
You
playing.
just nailed it with what you said. Alyssa and Colton and I were talking about this last week. What's one thing you want to see this team be better at? More physical, and that's what you're talking. Like if you're going to run the ball first, you got to be physical.
Yeah, the disease every football team has that that they're going to have a losing record is if they're soft. That's a disease, and it permeates through the whole team. I don't think that's ever been the reputation of Silverfield. He's an offensive line guy. He's got 2 offensive line coaches plus 2, GA. So he's got three guys with the offensive line. Danny Ford did the same thing. That was never a disease that his teams had. Softness. I think when we saw Bielema at the start, his teams definitely had a physical nature, and as he lost offensive line coaches and replaced them with inferior coaches, they became soft, could not make the 3rd and 1s in his last really year and a half. They were in position to put away Missouri. They were in position to put away Virginia Tech in the Belk Bowl, and they were soft.
Oof. Gosh, got to bring up that game.
It is what
that
it
one,
is.
I know. No, I know. And I think that was the turning point. That Belk Bowl loss.
Well, I think it was the Missouri game before that.
Well, yeah, I think those 2 games in
'Cause
tandem.
They had a chance to put away Missouri, and
Same.
they
It's
didn't.
almost identical
the injury
situation.
to Grant
Clay.
Morgan
Yeah.
was really significant in that 4th quarter because they were stopping Missouri's run, and then they couldn't.
Yep. But they also had a 24-0 lead heading into halftime at that Virginia Tech game too, and lose. It was bad.
Couldn't run it in the second half.
No.
When you
And
stab.
that's all you had to do is make a few first downs, and that game's over.
Yep.
Missing the tight end.
Yeah, that was a okay. You're not wrong though, Colton. You're
Well,
not wrong.
I'm talking about what Nelson said. I know we want to get to Clay and talking about Bill Burnett, but one thing that I've been championing since I've seen the team in spring practice was I thought that running would end up being their identity. And I think that, like Clay mentioned, talking about Ryan Silverfield, his culture as an offensive line coach, coming in with a very tall task ahead of him, trying to rebuild this program, nothing would get fans more on your side. Even if the win column and loss column doesn't shake out the way a lot of fans would want, if you're able to go out there and show that you not necessarily dominate in the running game, but that's what your identity is, a lot of Razorback fans and a lot of people that have watched this team for a long time, they can identify with that. And I think it'll resonate with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Colton, you got to be careful when you watch spring. You're playing against yourself. And if you can run the ball in the spring, generally that means your defense isn't very good.
Clay, I didn't think they could run or pass it in the spring. I thought they looked kind of bad at both, but I think that was by design.
Yep.
So
I
let
bet you
me-
didn't see a scrimmage.
Well, I saw the spring game. I mean, that was the
They were-
closest scrimmage they let us watch.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it was intentionally vanilla, but
As they are right now. I mean, at this point, I mean, so many schools don't even have spring games. It's just hey, it's an open practice, and you can come and watch. You know, Clay, I'm curious that since we're talking about since we're talking about the running backs for the Razorbacks, when you look at a guy like Braylon Russell, do you think Braylon Russell is ready to lead a running back room?
I wouldn't say that he is because, I mean, I watched soccer, in the last month a lot, and our lead guy Christian Pulisic, every time I looked out there, it looked like he was hurt, and that's been kind of his deal, and that's Braylon Russell, and until he can stay on the field for nothing you do in the meeting room or in the weight room matters for a running back. It's can you go back to the huddle on every play, and that's the mark of a great running back. And if they can't, then they're not. You do not lead by limping off the field with a hamstring. You do not lead by missing 3 games, with a sore knee. And I mean, that might be his body. You never know. But the great ones stay on the field, and I don't know if that's luck or if their mind is different.
Yeah. I honestly have a lot of reservations too, and that's not necessarily personal, but just like you said,
Just what your
a
eyes
lot
tell you.
exactly. A lot has to change from a mental standpoint, in my opinion, for Braylon Russell to be one of those running back room leaders like we've seen so many guys before him do.
The tailback to me in the SEC is the greatest athlete in the world. I mean, like Mbappe, that's what he would be. He'd be an SEC running back. But what separates the great talents from the great players is the mental toughness. And we haven't seen that from Braylon Russell yet. And that's, he might have it. It might be that they liked who they had ahead of him and they picked somebody else. But it's his turn. And we shall see.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Sutton Smith, Jasper Parker, too, those other guys that Nelson talked about. TJ Hodges, I watched play at Bryant last year. Great build. I think he's a little small, but I think that he could have some flashes his freshman year if he's given an opportunity to carry the ball a little bit. So he's a guy that I'm excited to watch. Speaking of the running back rooms, because we mentioned this, and I saw you put this on your Facebook yesterday about how you will be attending Bill Burnett's service. But talk about him as a player, as a person, and what he's meant not only to the Razorbacks but to just the state of Arkansas in general.
Yeah, that's a deep thing, and I could probably talk for an hour, Alyssa.
Sure.
But he, I was 15, 16, 17 when he played, and I guess I probably didn't know what I was watching because I just expected that when they handed him the ball, he would get the first down or he'd score a touchdown because he always did. And what you have to remember about Bill is that he was slightly built. He was like 175 as a sophomore, third-year sophomore. He won the position in spring. He was 11th team. They had posted depth charts because they had like 160 players, and counting the freshmen and the red shirts. And they went through a series of tailbacks and scrimmages that spring. They either fumbled or they couldn't stay on the field. And finally, Charlie Coffey, the defensive coordinator, who, the first team defense is scrimmaging against, the scrub backs. He's like, we couldn't get this guy down. Coach Broyles, you need to give him a chance. They put him out there, and he was first team for the next 3 seasons. He carried over 500 times and did not fumble. Yet he was running between the tackles. Now he was a hurdler and he had speed and he could get outside, but that offense was predicated on running between the A gap and the tackle. And he had great vision, but his knack was going over the top and then twisting in midair to avoid contact. And he went over the great defenses in the Southwest Conference. He scored 46 touchdowns rushing in 2.5 seasons, didn't play the second half of his. He would have broke the NCAA touchdown record, but he was hurt for the last 6 games and couldn't play. Separated shoulder, knee, toe dislocations. I mean, the brutality. But over 500 carries without a fumble and scored 46 touchdowns rushing, 3 receiving. In my mind, he's one of the great all-time Razorbacks. And then he founded FCA in Arkansas. Raymond Berry, wide receiver coach who had an FCA huddle group on the team, would meet with Bobby Field, Bill Burnett, took him to Kansas City to meet with the directors, and Bill wanted to start a state chapter. They had never had any positions outside of the national office in Kansas City, and they would go to Estes Park for these great huddle meetings, of coaches bringing their players from all over the country. And they laughed at Bill, and Raymond Berry told the national director, do not laugh in the face of God. And Bill said he would raise the money, came back to Bentonville, raised money, eventually had other employees, raised enough, eventually became a counselor, marriage counselor, got his doctorate in counseling. The amount of lives that he touched through huddle meetings, Bible studies, you can't measure that. It's by the tens of thousands. So all that he did great on the football field, he was even greater off the field. And I was lucky enough to count him as a friend. I'd see him in the hallways at the Brule Center. We'd always sit down and talk. Of course, he loved my dad. His dad, Clell Burnett, who was coach, had 3 great Razorback sons. They were really close to my dad. And
yeah.
I
love
told
that.
you I needed an hour.
I know. Hey, no, I really appreciate you sharing that stuff because he is special, and I know a lot of people will be honoring him at his ceremony soon coming up. So Clay, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. We're going to talk much more with you after the break. And hey, if you want to follow the odds, favorites, and underdogs, Bet Saracen is where you want to be. So for the most accurate and up-to-date sports wagering info, you need to be on the Bet Saracen app. It's simple. Just go to the App Store, download Bet Saracen, or go to betsaracen.com. And as a welcome bonus, sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet. And once that settles, you've got $125 in free bets. Bet Saracen, the most popular sports book app in the state.
I'm just telling you right now, it's not going to be easy. So if you're looking for an easy route, go to a team that we're playing next year and we'll beat your ass.
This is halftime.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087, or simply visit TRA.com.
That was one of the ugliest games I've been involved in a while.
This is halftime.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
The good old summertime is here, and Gelco Outdoors is having a good old summertime sale on all summer clothing. Save up to 50% off on select Ariat, Burlebo, Drake, Habit, Hook, Local Boy, and Wrangler clothing. Check out the best deal in town on Ariat and Wrangler blue jeans. Buy 2 pair, get a 3rd free. Bow hunters, come see us for getting your bow ready. Great deals on Elite, Hoyt, and Matthews bows. Close out the summer with savings at Gelco Outdoors. Remember, work, fish, hunt. That's what we do at Gelco Outdoors in Fort Smith.
Introducing Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa with bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's jalapeno citrus salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Come on, baby. Right along.
Make sure to follow Halftime on X at Hit That Line AR and on Facebook and Instagram at Hit That Line. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Let's get back to the show with Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
And we've got Clay Henry, features editor of Whole Hog Sports, with us. And Matt, what is happening
It's
in
2-1
Atlanta?
Egypt.
What is going on?
Argentina got one back. Messi
Okay.
missed a penalty in the first half. It's been an amazing up and down game. It's been super cool. I've loved listening to you guys talk while I watch this game today. It's been my favorite day at work, and I'm glad Clay Henry's back.
That's right. Hey, Clay, you've been watching soccer, you said.
Yes, I've watched. My oldest daughter Sarah is play college soccer, and I've watched thousands of games with her. We've made road trips to watch MLS soccer. We went to Soldier Field early June to watch USA Germany in the friendly just before the start. So I've been tuned in. Unfortunately, there was at least one game that I'm in a KOA campground in Dillon, Montana, with not much cell service, so I couldn't no Wi-Fi. I couldn't really download anything to watch, so I was just getting updates from Sarah. But yes, I've watched a lot. I watched I'm a Messi guy. We went to Kansas City to watch Inter Miami play against Sporting KC at Arrowhead, and saw him score once and 2 assists. So of course I follow Messi in Argentina.
That's really cool. Any thoughts kind of on how the game unfolded yesterday with the United States and Belgium?
Yeah, it's Sarah and I have talked last night and today about it, and I defer to her on a lot of this, but it was pretty clear to me that it was a step up in competition for the United States, and they didn't handle it really well. They attacked Germany, and they played an attacking style, but they ran up against a skilled, fast team that took advantage of their USA style, so to speak. And I thought Dest and Tillman, both in the first half, continuously tried crossovers in the face of pressure, and they got their pockets picked over and over and over. And what I can't remember, Dest might have continued to do that in the second half. Tillman didn't. But it looked like a team that was ready for what USA was trying to do and turned the tables on them with their mistakes. But it generally was, you have to relieve pressure and against a team like Belgium that has that much speed and that much skill. And we tried to attack into their pressure, and it backfired with huge mistakes. It also kind of looked like early on when they realized that their style didn't work, that they reverted to thinking, and it made them look timid.
Yeah, you can't overthink stuff.
They're Ronald Reagan right now.
Oh my gosh,
It's
yeah, I know.
2-2. Let's go, Ronald Reagan.
Wow. So how did that happen? Break it down.
Messi got a rebound. Argentina's been attacking. They just scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. We're at the 84th minute right now.
cream
attack.
rises to the top.
Something came out. It was kind of off it'd be like NBA where you got your second offensive rebound and then you kicked it out for a wide open 3-pointer and that always goes in. Same thing. It just happened to fall to Messi.
You got to be lurking.
Wow.
That ball back.
He is always lurking.
Always lurking.
But he's the walking man that when things start to happen and everybody's watching the ball, he quickly steps into space and it pops to him.
And once you
it
see
always
it,
does. It's
Yeah.
like a magnet.
That's right. 9 assists, by the way. I know we're talking about goals for him at the World Cup, most in the last 60 years, by the way. Pretty incredible. All right, we're going to talk much more with Clay Henry here after we take this break. Stick around.
Maybe I'm wrong, but all those guys that got those jobs from that league, he was 5-0 against them.
This is halftime.
Got a pest? Call West. If you have pest or termite problems in your home, call West today and learn how their 50 years combined experience can help solve your problems with competitive pricing and quality services, all designed with your pets and children in mind. Call today and schedule your free estimate. They even offer Saturday services and long life attic pest control. Call 782-7291. West Termite and Pest Control, protecting your home health and peace of mind.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with the CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Hey, Fort Smith. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season. I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now.
for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any
The
disease.
Crane Automotive Team has 16 locations across Arkansas and is home to the Crane Commitment. You'll find Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and access to thousands of pre-owned vehicles. Vehicles for every lifestyle and every budget. Even if you're not in the market for a vehicle, the Crane Team service centers offer the latest in vehicle diagnostic technology and certified technicians to take care of your vehicle and get you back on the road. Check them out at craneteam.com. The Ruskin and Zach studios are driven by the Crane Automotive Team.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Love, what have you done? Oh, wow. I was sure tonight that she was afraid. I stayed till
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
I love this full theme that Matt Jones has got going for us today on his musical choices. If you haven't figured it out, I think you said it earlier too, full in the name of all the songs that we're playing today. But Argentina not looking too foolish now. 2-2.
2-2. I'm currently 11 for 11 on my last 11 soccer picks. Let's see if I can't go 12 of 12. I'm due one bad apple.
It just can't be this game.
So we'll see.
It can't be this
but,
game.
Argentina, they came back a little bit, so it's 2-2. Probably extra time, maybe penalties. I don't know. Well, it'd be back-to-back extra time games for Messi's getting old. That's a lot. Argentina's an old team in general, so that'd be a lot for them.
We'll see how that one plays out. Speaking of old, we haven't even talking about Cristiano Ronaldo yet. And of course, his final World Cup. We'll do that in the next hour. Also want to talk to you guys about Big 12 Media Days, because you know the number one thing everyone's thinking about with Texas Tech in the room, they want to talk about Brendan Sorsby. They got a lot of questions to ask about him. So
I did see this about Big 12 Media Days. This just came out. Ross Dellinger tweeted this a minute ago. Apparently, Big 12 football and Monster Energy have struck up a partnership. From now on, henceforth, Big 12 football will now be known as Monster Energy Big 12 football.
Wait, what?
Brett Yormark announces that the Big 12 and Monster Energy have entered a multi-year partnership. Big 12 football will be branded the Monster Energy Big 12 football. Same for men's and women's basketball as well. Monster will have conference sponsorship patches on team jerseys.
Oh, here we go.
Act like I never heard that.
Oh my gosh, here we go. That's something we're gonna talk about.
I love a good
That's
white monster.
insane.
I never heard. I wasn't listening.
Yeah,
I never
okay.
heard that.
Well, you're going to have to probably hear it again in the next hour. Of course, some Brendan Sorsby stuff as well. In Utah, how about their athletic department partnering with a private equity firm and all that money? That was an interesting thing that a lot of people are talking about. Are other athletic departments going to do the same thing? Who knows? Who has any idea? It is a crazy, crazy time to be alive right now in college athletics and college football in general. We're going to talk it all after the break. Remember, Lewis Automotive Group hotline to join the conversation, 877-377-6963. And if you're in Northwest Arkansas, don't forget, tune in to 93.7 up there in Northwest Arkansas for the clearest, beautiful list is not a word signal
Montana
up there in
Montana.
Washington and Benton County up there as well. Hour 3 of halftime coming up right after the break.
When it comes to what's in your bag, size matters. Only Hardee's lets you choose from full-size favorites, char-broiled, hand-breaded, hot and melty, plus fries and a drink in our original bag. And all starting at just $5.99. Well, guess price matters too. Hardee's original bag, starting at $5.99. Because hard work deserves more than a teeny bag and an empty wallet. Price may vary. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants. Tax not included. Not valid with any other offer, discount, or combo.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. Not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours. Or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola.
Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola.
Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, sunshine with a chance of some isolated showers. A few scattered thunderstorms were high today in the mid to upper 80s. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, and overnight low will drop down into the upper 60s to low 70s. Wednesday, there's a chance of a few showers or storms across the south, a high near 90. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 60 days. Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Now we gotta be together to win this dadgum game. Now let's go over some things. Let's meet. Touchdown Arkansas. Oh my. Jones jumps up and slams down the football over the goal post.
We're gonna kill the Hogs with our side, and we're getting heavy because we're knocking at the door.
Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
I got a question for number 9. The wild wilderness at halftime.
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
You're going to learn real quick about me. I love being competitive.
We're going to be friends forever.
It's halftime with Alyssa Orange.
Hey, Hunter can call in if he wants to. I'd love to talk to him.
Colton Little.
That's on me. I thought he was a better producer.
And Razorback legend Matt Jones. Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. New energy, new perspective, same obsession. This is halftime.
Welcome into Hour 3 of Halftime. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, Colton Little, Clay Henry here as we, I have to pick up where we left off. Argentina up 3-0, or I'm sorry, 3-2 right now. Enzo Fernandez was the one that scored, correct?
It was a header.
Number 24.
Yeah. It's
Enzo Fernandez. There we go. What 92nd minute?
Yeah, they had 7 minutes of added time because they do a hydration break, and so it's a running clock, and so it's full. You get full Monty on that. Whenever they're doing a hydration break, they count all those minutes, and you get to replay those. And it's kind of a rule. Clay probably knows this better than I do, but like if they score a goal or you get a couple cards or you have an injury, it's like 30 seconds per goal. They kind of, that's how they add extra time. You can I can usually get it within a minute. If I'm watching a soccer game, I can usually kind of tell you what the extra time is going to be.
If they're giving a card and Tim Raine wants to argue a little bit, they just start the clock.
Yeah.
There you go. So I want to talk.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about last night. All the idiots on social media, they were calling Tim Raine a terrorist.
Oh,
well, with that hair,
Yeah.
there's no way. He needs to be on a Head and Shoulders commercial with Troy Polamalu. man.
There you go.
He had the top knot going. Looked very
Maybe
Ronin.
he's the guy that gets the commercial deal. We were talking about yesterday. Who gets a commercial deal when the World Cup
He's
is all
38.
said
He
and done?
needs, life after soccer planned out.
Well, the commercial deals is the way to go. Hey, speaking of deals, are you kidding me? Monster and the Big 12. Is it
It's Monster Energy Big 12 football. Say it right.
Monster Energy
get
Big
sued.
12 football? It is the Monster Energy Big 12 football media days at the Star in Frisco. And of course, a lot of the big questions right now have to deal with Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby, or former quarterback Brendan Sorsby. Kind of just really depends on who you ask. I thought this was a really interesting thing that was tweeted out, and I've been following a lot of the writers who are over there. Like Brett McMurphy. And so, Big 12 commissioner, or is he Monster Energy Big 12 commissioner? What is he?
Monster Energy Big 12 commissioner.
Monster Energy Big 12 commissioner Brett
not
Yormark.
listening.
I know you're not. Cover your
So
your
the
ears,
only
Clay.
the only word that should come after monster is truck.
Monster truck.
Amen.
Or MASH.
So or MASH.
It's a great-
Monster
it's a
MASH.
graveyard
That's
smash.
great. Hey, you know what? 4th of July is over, so it's officially Halloween season.
Stop.
Nope. And so, opening question, got a question about Brendan Sorsby, and he said, today's not the time to address that issue. Today is about celebrating upcoming seasons and our 16 schools. No, today's exactly the day
Get it
to
out of the
ask
way.
that question. What are
Yes,
you
get it
talking
out of the
about?
way. That's what this is for.
Today is not the day to ask that question. Today is the day to celebrate the new flavor of Monster Energy, wild marshmallow.
Mystic
here. Yeah.
Mountain.
Are you
Blueberry.
kidding me? To say today is not the day to address that issue? You've got to. Who are your PR people?
I praise
Do
the
better.
baby Jesus because
What
I
are
like
what
that.
are they doing? What are they
Yeah.
doing, Clay?
So changing gears on you. I mean, if I don't like the way things are going, I just change it. Alyssa, you're going to learn. But I would rather
feels
talk
personal.
about the great monster man in Arkansas football history. They played that 8-man front with the safety that was a monster man. Bobby Field was, the monster man on the 69 team. The monster man was a great, strong safety. I don't want to talk about Monster Energy slam the Big 12. It's.
I hear you.
What is a Monster Energy drink? Is it something that you put vodka in?
Could.
It's not. It would not be used as a good mixer. It's
No.
too many chemicals in there.
There's
It's
a
an
lot.
energy
There's a
drink.
lot going
Yeah.
on. There's a lot going on. It's
Not
supposed
the things
to.
of Red Bull vodka. No,
It's supposed to pick you, give you a pick you up, better than. I'm just stick with coffee, guys.
I went.
Just
I
gonna stick
did
with
radio
coffee.
with Bo Mattingly for a long time, and I'd walk in there. I think it was Mondays and Thursdays from 4 to 6, or 2 to 4, 2 to 5. I don't know, but he had this deal with 5 Hour Energy. And he'd put 2 of these 5 Hour Energies in front of me, and he says, "Our show's going to be so much better if you'll drink those, Clay." I did it a few times, and
Were they
he
better?
said the show was so much better because I had energy. I mean, I bring energy.
You do.
I bring energy.
A monster. amount.
But what happens with that is about 7 o'clock, you crash,
Mhm.
and then you just
Uh-huh.
feel like
Yeah.
crap.
So does that mean that the Big 12's not going to schedule any games past 7 o'clock?
They're just no.
They're just gonna crash.
They're gonna all do their Monster Energy about 30 minutes before kickoff, and all the fans are gonna do it too.
That's so bad. That's
I'm
ugh.
telling you, I'm not listening.
Yeah, Andy in Mountain Home says the whole Big 12 conference as a whole really bothers me. They're icky. Yeah, that just makes
Are
me
they
feel icky. Ugh, gross.
Monster Energy's bottom of the barrel.
You
energy
gotta be.
drinks, too.
What
It's
is
not even good.
happening?
It's not even good.
No, it's not. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's just like I would drink a Red Bull, but it has to be a coconut Red Bull if
Oh,
I
those are good.
really need it. Those are the only ones that I drink. And if I need one and they don't have one, well then I just get a coffee. It's no
Double
big deal.
espresso. Okay.
But seriously, this whole Brendan Sorsby stuff, Clay. Nicole Auerbach, who works for NBC, said she just chatted with Texas Tech head coach. This was on X, Joey McGuire, who tells NBC Sports that Brendan Sorsby will spend a majority of his time training for the NFL draft in Dallas with his family. Get this, but will come back to Tech to visit his girlfriend and the football program whenever he wants to. Okay.
Hey guys, don't do what I did.
I don't what are you visiting for?
So did Coach McGuire say he was betting on it?
He was betting on him coming back to Tech at some point during the season to visit.
You can just bet on it.
I'm sorry, but can we be realistic for a second? To visit your girlfriend, whatever, the football program. If you are the team, do you want Brendan Sorsby around, like as a teammate? Like, if you're a Texas Tech
especially
player,
right
do you
after
want
they
him
lost
around?
a game because of poor quarterback play, it's like you're the reason. You're the reason.
Seriously though, think about that.
Never even took a snap for the Red Raiders. Why? Is
He's
this
a
guy getting
former
special treatment?
Cincinnati quarterback. He's not a former Texas Tech quarterback.
That's right. That's right. That's very very true.
You're not jaded.
No.
I think you're right. You know, how do you even refer to him? You know, just Brendan Sorsby.
Mark Wahlberg is
The
a
once,
gambler.
the once and future Red Raider.
Yeah, just I don't get it. He's
Hey,
around.
you
He's
gotta know
allowed
when
to
to
be
fold
around
him.
the.
Texas
yeah.
Tech needs to fold him right now.
Just right. Around the football pro. What is he gonna do? Walk in? Hey guys, long time no see. What?
Got a cool parlay for you.
Hey, I mean, hey, give me a minute. My bookie's calling.
All right. Well, while you're taking
me a
that
minute.
call, here you go. While you're taking that call, Joey McGuire said that Eric Morris texted him a wellness check, and he said even Sark, who they're referring to, Steve Sarkisian, the head coach at Texas, texted him and was like, "Man, this is not in the head coach's manual anywhere.
No kidding.
Nowhere. Like, what do you do here? Not invite him back to your football program? I don't understand it. I don't know. Grow up, have
Well,
them balls
so
a little
what-
bit, and say, you
what-
know what? I don't want you to be a distraction around my program.
Remember
We're
that
trying to go
$4
win
million I
games
gave you?
without you.
I'll see you next year.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean,
what are you
Coach,
doing?
What he's saying is a PR campaign,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in case there's a couple of high school players that gamble a little
That's
bit. Hey,
true.
you're welcome
He
here.
has- that's true.
No, we're not. We won't cast you out. You know, we'll take you, especially if you run 4.3. We'll take you.
What's really disheartening about this is that it's Joey McGuire, because this is a guy that is on your short board every time that you're going to go hire a new head
I
coach.
like this guy.
This is a guy that grew up in Texarkana. This is a guy that had one of them Hall helmets on.
Yeah.
Used to put them on all the time, and he obviously knows what to do, how to make money at Texas Tech, and how to put that into a good roster. So that's a guy that's, you've always thought maybe if you could make things happen, maybe they wanted to take a step away from Texas Tech and come play for the school he rooted for when he was a kid. But now I wouldn't touch him with the 10-foot pole. Obviously, he's wrapped up in this awfully immoral story.
So he's going to grow from this, and he's going to learn. Don't do this again. Don't talk like this. Don't be like this. Maybe like a Monster Energy drink will bring him to his senses, or maybe he just drank one before he had that interview.
Maybe. Do you think they're gonna make them all chug Monster Energies before they go out there? What are we gonna do
It's
here?
going to really increase their
They'll
risk of
be-
a player
they'll be
dying of a
available.
heart attack on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be these press conferences like with Nick Saban, and he walked in, he had to have the Coke and the Diet Coke, and the labels had to be just
Oh,
right,
yeah.
and they just stood right there on
Oh,
the
yeah.
podiums beside him. He never touched them. Sometimes he would open the Dasani water. Sometimes. It's just water, Colton.
No, it's not.
It is. Whoa.
No.
Wait, water is not created equal? Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely not.
I do agree with that. I do not think it is.
Because
But what do
drink
you
smart
gotta? Why
water?
do you hate
Smart
Dasani
water's good.
water?
Clay. Smart water's good, Clay.
What's wrong with Dasani?
It's the same, isn't it?
No.
Clearly, it's not. Is there no electrolytes? Is that why?
In Dasani?
No. Yeah, I'm asking you what the difference is.
As far as I know, Dasani's tastes like bathtub water. It's Coca-Cola product. They don't do a very good job with their water distillation. I'm not a water expert. I just know
Okay.
that if I have a fresh bottle of
Hey,
water, I'll go for the
Colton,
great value water.
You never know.
Okay.
I may be out there pitching them right now. Be
You know
careful.
what? I cannot wait to bring you a whole case of Dasani water. You're gonna open up the fridge here with all the water in it. It's gonna be brought to
Put
you
it
by
next to the,
Dasani.
put it next to the Aquafina.
That's right.
One of the key things that I look at when you're purchasing water is the bottle substantial.
Is it wet? Yeah.
Well, I don't want it to. You hold it and all at once it crushes a little bit and a bunch of water just spurts out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want a substantial water bottle.
Good firm bottle, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, you guys make a really good point because I buy water bottles now based on reusability, even at the gas station. Like I'm gonna fill up this Smart water bottle or Life water bottle because it's more durable. No offense to
Really, you shouldn't use plastic water bottles. You're killing turtles.
Okay, all right. You know what?
As I sip my plastic water bottle.
Sure, I get it. But
I didn't
okay.
kill a turtle.
You know, I grew up on tap water. I'm not the girl who's going to argue about water tastes like water to me.
I grew up on tap water. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying
Okay.
if you were giving me a choice of an ice cold water, if it's out there at the end of the day and there's a litany of water to choose from, multiple different brands, I would never choose Dasani.
Colton, I got a question for
I
you.
have an answer.
All right, when you're driving down the road
Okay.
and it's rained, and the ditches are flooded, and the
Mhm.
box turtles are coming up across the road,
That's right.
do you stop and relocate them, or you just smush their butts?
Well, I try my best to straddle the line so they, they pass.
Don't
over.
swerve.
No, well,
Don't swerve.
It depends. It just I
They're
don't
not worth it.
swerve. I look at them, but
Do you-
I'm not.
Have you ever stopped and relocated one?
A snapping turtle because it was too big. I didn't want to run over it, and I felt like it was a really nice, kind of a cool prehistoric creature, basically.
You
So
put him back in the ditch?
put him right back in the ditch.
What about box turtles? They're turtles too.
That's crazy.
Man, you're
We're
one of
having this
those.
argument.
You're one of those, Alyssa. You're
I'm one of those. Well, Clay, you're going to have to explain what that means off air here.
It's
Gavin
a
and Fayetteville
joke.
agrees with you.
It's a
Dasani's
joke.
osmosis process, subpar at best.
Oh, see, now Gavin
there you
knows
go.
what he's talking
Gavin,
about. He's
Gavin
using
knows what he's
proper,
talking about.
Proper water terms
Yeah,
like
B in
osmosis
Clarksville. There you go.
and
Says
displacement.
Zephyr Hills or bust. Are you right, Alyssa? You know, again, I really don't care. Smart Water and Life Water have the durable bottles. I think, I won't buy Fiji water anymore because I have never experienced, this is probably like week 3 or 4. I've never experienced someone argue over a Fiji water bottle at the airport than Mike Irwin and Aaron Peters at like 7 a.m. And I'm telling you, every curse word in the book yelled between these two men at 7 a.m. at this restaurant with about a Fiji water.
Hey, you don't
Jason's
wanna-
over there
you
telling
do-
everybody to be quiet because there's kids around. And I'm like, I might have made a mistake moving to Fayetteville.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, Mike Irwin, you don't want to get him started.
Screaming. Those two
Don't
screaming
get him
at each
started.
other. We were.
Aaron's more subdued, but I
Says
guess
who?
once Mike Irwin,
Says
with Mike
who?
Irwin on him.
No, here's the deal though. It was the funniest thing. And Mike was like, "What's a Fiji water?" And it was early. They had just lost to Rutgers. And Aaron's like, "It's Fiji water. It's just a bottle of water."
We have a text here from the 940. I'm a water expert. Thank you, water expert. And you definitely want to drink that smart water over Dasani. Thank you.
Wow.
Water expert.
Okay, water
I'm
expert.
gonna need to see some credentials.
The
You're gonna
only
have to show
water
me
I'll
the name
drink
tag.
is from Hot Springs National Park. I'm telling you what, a guy from Harrison, we're gonna go on a water tangent, but I was just in Hot Springs with my dad, and he walked around. He goes, "You'll never believe this." I come back. There's that place where you can just fill up jugs of water for free from Hot
And
Springs.
It's Hot Springs. It's
Hot
got
Springs
minerals.
water, and you fill up
Hey,
jugs.
I-
And this guy, hold on, Clay. This guy goes, "Yeah, I fill up these jugs, and I go back home and I sell them for $10."
Yeah.
It's free water.
I have a well water. It has special minerals in it.
Those are
Yeah,
good
but
for
you don't go and sell it to people, do you?
No, I wouldn't sell my water. It's my water.
I'm
Those
just
help
like,
decalcify your pineal gland.
So we need to get Adam Sandler on here and let him go Bobby Boucher. Tap water.
that's
Just
a good-
hose out of the
Quality-
hose.
quality
Actually,
tasted H2O.
Matt, you ever drink water out of a hose?
Seventh
Coke
grade
and-
practice.
Yep. Right out of a hose.
Sure.
Alyssa, have you ever drink water out of a hose?
You know it.
Yeah.
Best way to do it.
You know it. You
I
know
did
it.
it last week. I was watering
And
the
if you
crepe
didn't
myrtles.
jog over there, you weren't thirsty enough to get water.
Matt, what's the
That's
water
right.
bottles that you get in the glasses that you bring in here?
Pellegrino, it's sparkling water.
Yeah.
I'm half and half. Or I'm really probably 80-20. I drink more sparkling water than, but unflavored. I don't get flavored sparkling water.
See, I got me a Soda Stream for that reason. I make me some sparkling water all the time. It's really, really good. We're
Put a
going to
little
take a break.
Crystal Light in there.
That's right. If you're running a small business relying on a DIY website or just a Facebook page, you could be costing your customers. Module Orange comes in. They're a local Fayetteville company that builds professional websites for business owners across Arkansas. For just $95 a month, they will write, design, host, and maintain your website with no upfront costs. And if something needs updating, their team handles it for you and can help you get that done. Get a polished website built in just 2 to 3 weeks. Call 479-755-3043 or visit modularorange.com to get started.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
The good old summertime is here, and Jelco Outdoors is having a good old summertime sale on all summer clothing. Save up to 50% off on select Ariat, Merlebone, Drake, Habit, Hook, Local Boy, and Wrangler clothing. Check out the best deal in town on Ariat and Wrangler blue jeans. Buy 2 pair, get a 3rd free. Bow hunters, come see us for getting your bow ready. Great deals on Elite, Hoyt, and Matthews bows. Close out the summer with savings at Jelco Outdoors. Remember, work, fish, hunt. That's what we do at Jelco Outdoors in Fort Smith.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Ted McAvoy in Van Buren or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
It's impossible not to feel luxurious with Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes. With your choice between the iconic $5 box, decadent $7 box, and opulent $9 box, featuring the Fajita Street chalupas with boldly seasoned peppers and onions, all that Lutz might go to your head. But even though it makes you feel like a high roller, let's wait on that yacht down payment. Get your $5, $7, or $9 Lutz box today, only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Freezes and specialty drinks not included. Tats extra.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
In Arkansas, cancers of the lung, breast, prostate, and colon are the leading cause of cancer deaths. Yet simple screenings can save lives, helping doctors find and treat cancer early. If you have a family history of cancer, you need to start screenings even earlier, because cancer screenings can never come too soon, only too late. To learn more, visit cancer.uams.edu. Sponsored by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and UAMS.
ACE has always been the helpful place, and now we're even more helpful by offering instant savings to ACE Rewards members. Not a member? Just sign up at Metters Lumber Ace Hardware to start saving right at the register. Right now, you can get $80 off DeWalt Atomic 20-volt brushless impact and driver kits, or $50 off select Ego outdoor power equipment after instant savings with your ACE Rewards card. ACE, the helpful place. Must be an ACE Rewards member to receive instant savings. Available through the end of the month. See participating stores for details.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook. With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or need help with bankruptcy, Social Security, wills, trusts, estates, or family law issues, Craig Cook will go to work for you. Call us today, 479-783-8000. The law offices of Craig L. Cook, with locations in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We work for working people.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Okay, so your heart broke. You sit around, hoping. Right. You say you even thinking about dying? Well, before you do anything right, dig this.
Hear the music you hear on halftime? Of course you do. Our halftime playlist is brought to you by Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Don't miss Bath Makeover of Arkansas's July through August 60-60-60 sale. Right now, get 60% off installation on a new bathtub or shower. Ask about 60-month financing options plus senior and military discount. You'll also receive a $60 Visa gift card with your bathtub, shower, or purchase. And here's a bonus. Call now to schedule your free in-home estimate and receive a free $50 Walmart gift card. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH today. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH for Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Now, let's get back to the show with Matt Jones, Colton Little, and Felissa Orange.
As well as Clay Henry here as we get ready for the final 30-some minutes left of halftime here.
Clay's the main ingredient.
And he is. You know, we were talking about water. I think you just made a best friend on our text line.
The Culligan man.
The Culligan man.
He said he was a water expert. He didn't lie. I needed some
Yes.
verification. Now his word on water, gospel.
There you go. Well, speaking of fools, since that has been the theme of our musical selections today, these poor fools who believed former basketball player Kirk Kriisa.
Oh.
Isn't this horrible? I know you've been talking about this, Colton. Colton, I mean, this just keeps getting, I don't know if you want to say worse and worse or
worse.
better and better as you read it. And so to paint the picture for you, Kirk Kriisa, who played at Kentucky and at Arizona, indicted on Monday in allegations of $2.2 million fraud scheme per the Department of Justice. Reported by ESPN, according to the DOJ, he allegedly carried out a scheme to obtain nearly $2.2 million from multiple victims using false representations, fabricated identities, and deceptive communications. Wild.
He posed as an old woman named Irene, and he peddled lies such as the fact that they were selling his family farm back in Estonia to scam more than $3 million. We kind of mentioned this yesterday, and it's ridiculous that these kids, and there are people these days, the younger generation, younger than me, even people that are my age, have zero sense of what the rules are and how to follow them and how not to be a complete criminal and waste all that you've been given. You are a kid from Estonia that's being given millions of dollars to come play basketball because you can put a ball in a hoop. And you're going to continue to peddle lies and scam the American public? Oh,
Ready for
my
this?
God.
He convinced one victim to send him money after lying that his mother needed funds for cancer treatment. And then he also portrayed other victims and falsely claimed that he and his family were in danger and contacted family members, falsely claiming him and his family were in danger.
This is the kind of person that runs over box turtles.
Someone said, so is he transferring to Alabama?
I mean, you just know he does. I
He's
mean,
heartless.
There's no discussion. He's just.
Oh, that's
There's
so wild.
There's a word for him. Scum.
Just,
Yellow belly.
but it's one of those things. You're just taking advantage of people's
Yellow belly.
emotional.
That's a good one, Matt.
Yeah.
Lily livered.
Yeah, just you're playing at people's heartstrings and emotions. I saw
He probably is going to transfer to the University of Texas.
someone said Cody from Lavaca said, or I'm sorry, where'd he go? Graham from Prairie Grove said Alabama.
Oh yeah, they're
He's
scum.
gonna
That's
he's gonna
another word
transfer.
for the Crimson Tide.
He's going
Scum.
to transfer to Alabama. I saw something else. You read about this stuff and it's just crazy to think about, but this happens to people truly. And I saw an article about a news anchor in California who was, she put out there that she had been frauded like $72,000. Somehow was scammed out of $72,000. I mean, it's loud, but it's also heartbreaking because this is real. This almost happened to my grandma, and my mom finally had to be like, Ruby, put the phone down.
Yeah,
These people, that's where they're like, you can't. I think they told her to go to the bank, but don't tell the bank you're on the phone with them. And even the bank was like, my grandparents are from a small town in Damascus, Maryland. And they're like, Miss Bellison, are you okay? And like, she was so scared to tell people because the people on the phone were telling her you can't, or you're going to lose all this money. I mean, stuff like this happens. It's real.
It is very, very tragic, and you're right. They do unfortunately target the elderly and those that are in a compromised state that don't necessarily understand technology and how it works, or the fact that they could be trying to be scammed. And it is a tragic thing, like you said. And it's wild. The web of lies that this kid spun, it's unbelievable. The indictment alleges that in August of 2022, this is from an article on CBS Sports, Carissa falsely told one victim he had gotten a loan to repay her, and then a few months later falsely told her that he planned to sell his organs to get money to repay her.
Sorry, man. What? Like what? Like I don't know. Clay, I don't know.
ChatGPT, how much is my liver worth? Little drinking.
Well, I mean, you always got an extra kidney.
That's true. That's just in there for no reason. What's a kidney fetch you? 773-777-6963 if you know.
Cody says, "Who are we talking about? I'm just hearing about the scam thing."
Kerr
Kriisa. Yeah, he played for Kentucky. Also played for Arizona.
Transferred to West Virginia, I think, recently, and then obviously that didn't work out.
Yeah, that's we've read some crazy stuff. I mean, the
gone through his
DOJ has been
NIL
really busy,
desperate.
really busy lately with a lot of this crazy stuff. Just
I
insane.
mean, NIL can only take you so far.
Yeah, I guess.
Need a good fraud.
Need a good fraud.
Yeah,
you need a good Ponzi scheme. Yeah, if you can't, make it honestly, you got to figure out a way. Am I right?
I mean, but this is not some kid that's like talentless. This is a kid that came off the bench and was able to log legitimate minutes for, one of the biggest basketball brands in all of college basketball. This was not a kid that didn't have a future playing basketball wherever he wanted it to be. It likely would have been a European professional route, but he threw away his chance right here. Like you said, Clay, it looked like he ran through all of his NIL money and then cooked up whatever schemes he could find, begging people for money so he could tell them he was going to sell his liver. I don't know. It's a shame. It's a shame. And they were going to take Bessie away from the family farm. My God.
Gosh dang. That's just, it's wild. And speaking of money, I kind of mentioned this too. We didn't really get to it because we got into bottled water instead. It's totally fine. I'm here for it. But I thought that this was interesting.
You have to be ready.
I am ready.
You have to be light on your feet.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go find me a box turtle and bring it in for Colton tomorrow.
They only live like 2 or 3 weeks in captivity, don't they?
You can let them go. You can just have it here as a pet for like a few days and then let them go.
One time we captured a turtle at our house in college, and then we taped a tile GPS tracking device to it. We taped it to its shell, and then we let it go. We let it go in our friend's room, and then we fed it lettuce for several days in cups of water, and then we would randomly turn the tile on at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and our friend was freaking out when he found out there was a turtle with a tile on him.
Like on him? Oh, okay. In his room.
He already has my email.
Got
I probably
it. Okay.
should not have admitted that.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. There you go.
No,
Yeah, I think you're okay. I mean, it's just a turtle, though.
Whoa.
No, not in a bad way. I mean, like, it's not a snake. You didn't put a snake in his room with a tile on it.
It's not a dangerous creature.
Right? Yeah, it's a turtle.
It's not a scorpion.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant.
Hard to put a tile.
I'm not trying to hate on turtles. Gosh, Clay.
They can get you.
They can bite. They can
Snapping
bite.
turtle.
They'll get you. They will. I've heard it said though, if you take a turtle, is this right, Clay? But if you take a turtle, it'll spend its life trying to get back to where it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you can. I'm serious. Like that's
so if I
true.
move that turtle across
one
the
turtle looks
Yes.
an awful lot like the others. So when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, we would catch one in the neighborhood. Come through our yard. We would go get my mom's red fingernail polish, and we'd write a name on the back.
Same. I did that too.
Lightning, Speedy.
I did that too. No, seriously, you see if you ever find it again. But that is true. If you take a turtle and you move it, it will and then you release it.
Well,
it
then
will
you-
spend the rest of its life trying to get back to where it was.
Matt, how's the
That's-
soccer game? over
Seriously, that's it.
Well,
The
my
end on
favorite
the
turtle
turtles.
is Kylian Mbappe.
we
He looks
go.
just like Donatello.
Looks like Franklin. Looks like
He
Franklin.
does. He does.
You're a Ninja Turtles guy.
Leonardo.
I know.
got,
It's on a tattoo.
I got 2 tattoos. One of them's of a Ninja Turtle.
Which one had the
That's
bow
right.
staff?
Donatello.
That's the one I like the best.
That's Mbappe. He looks just like look at Mbappe, his mug shot, his face shot. We're doing face shots tomorrow. I think they call it
Headshot.
Sorry, same thing. We're doing
Publicity shots.
We're doing photo shots tomorrow.
We're just doing shots.
And yeah, there we go. But Mbappe looks just like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
game update for us?
Argentina moves on.
How about it?
I'm 12-0.
That's so insane. I love it though. Good, because my son will not be sad, and we can keep that Messi poster up on his wall for
I
sure.
got Switzerland in the next game.
I tell you what's interesting, and I don't know this because I haven't been in one, but my daughter Sarah says, you can go into the Walmart on Pleasant Crossing or whatever.
Pleasant Grove over here?
Pleasant Crossings, yeah.
Yeah.
And all the Mexico jerseys disappeared, and now all you see is Argentina number 10s. Well, they can keep them out now for a little longer.
Oh, I might have to go get Finn one then. Hey, speaking of, we'll go get them there, and then we'll continue to keep shopping, because if you need to update that Razorback closet of yours with any University of Arkansas game day collection gear, I know exactly where you can go, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos, but I tell you what, they're selling fast. So go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. They're Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. That's RUSH26 for 20% off. Roback, where action meets comfort.
We are the state's team. This is halftime.
Texting enrolls you in recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could beat lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text FORCE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text FORCE to 42424. That's FORCE to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life. The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Hey, Ty Richardson for A Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. They service commercial and residential lawns for weed management and fertilization for a lush, healthy lawn. Need bush hogging? They do that too. A Cut Above also offers tree and limb removal. Don't forget hauling and dumpster rental as well. More than just a mowing service, they're A Cut Above. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. Lawn, landscaping, power washing, stump grinding, leaf removal, mulching, flea tick, and mosquito control. 719-5605.
This spring, you're organizing closets, decluttering drawers, and maybe even scrubbing places no one will ever look. But here's a thought. Why not declutter your internet, too? If your shows keep buffering, your games lag, or your video calls freeze, that's digital clutter, and you don't have to live with it. Switch to Wave Rural Connect Fiber for fast, reliable internet that keeps your home running clean and clear all season long. Visit WaveRuralConnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandoua, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging, your Xerox authorized dealer in the River Valley. Xerox is more than just a brand, it's your ultimate business partner. Whether you need high-speed printers, powerful copiers, or seamless cloud solutions, Xerox has the tools to keep your business running smoothly and efficiently. And right now, for a limited time, we're offering a free Xerox color printer with the lease or purchase of many Xerox models. To learn more, call us at 783-6600 or visit us at dixiedigital.com. Dixie Digital Imaging, your partner in business success.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Welcome back to Halftime with Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now, let's get back to Halftime with Arkansas football legend Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
And the Clay Henry, features editor of Whole Hog Sports here. Clay, I got another question about water. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. No more water questions. No more turtle questions. Argentina beat Egypt 3-2. Correct, Matt?
Yes.
We are done.
Yes.
What is the other game? We have Colombia and Switzerland coming up later today. That makes you 12 for 12 now.
Well, on our picks on air, I've went 12 for the last 12. So we'll see if I can go lucky 13. I got Switzerland.
Okay, so you have the Swiss. I love that. This is the last, just to wrap up the World Cup stuff. Last game of the round of 16, right before we move on.
No game on Wednesday.
What are we gonna
do? Boo.
What are we gonna do? Good thing we have Clay.
Oh,
Let's
we
talk
get Clay
about something
tomorrow.
else.
Heck
We do.
yes.
Yeah, we do again. So that's
Matt, did you pick Norway?
That was a weekend game, Clay. And,
so you didn't pick
I didn't get a chance to pick it. I would have picked Brazil, so I would have lost. I also would have picked Mexico over England, playing in Mexico City. I kind of thought England was ripe for the picking. So I would have lost those two, but, that was a weekend game. We didn't have shows on those days.
Yeah. We'll definitely
Mexico
be picking
got off
shows, though.
42 crosses in that game.
Man, Pickford played the best. I'm not a Pickford fan, and he played the best game I've ever seen him play. Yeah, he was wheeling and dealing.
Sorry, Alyssa.
No, you're fine, Clay. You're fine. Speak anytime. The one thing we haven't talked about, though, is the fact that, with Portugal losing to Spain yesterday, 1-0, Cristiano Ronaldo, done with World Cups. Very emotional Ronaldo walking off the field. Overall, if you were to just kind of sum up what he means to Portugal, he's got soccer left in him, but no more World Cups.
He's a deity to Portugal. He is.
Is he?
He is. He's something else. He's one of the best I've ever seen. And I know we talk about Messi, Ronaldo, and I'm a Messi fan. But you know what? Ronaldo's he's 1B. Like there's nothing. Ronaldo takes a back seat to nobody. It's really kind of a matter of aesthetics and what they do. Ronaldo's more LeBron James. He's more power, physical, burst of energy. Messi's more Kobe Bryant, like a savant, going to be tricky and kind of do some things and have a little hesitation to his game. Not that Ronaldo, both of them have both parts of the game. They can both do anything out there. They're both amazing. But it doesn't matter. If you wanted to give me LeBron James, okay. If you wanted to give me Kobe, okay. They're both. They're what they mean to their people. It's really it's culturally different than what we see over here in America. Those they love those guys.
I'm going to go football. Those are nice comparisons, Matt. I agree with them. I would say Ronaldo is more of a Jim Brown big bruising guy for that game. I mean, there's usually not that kind of strength and size, but Jim Brown also had some nimbleness to him, and I'd say Messi is a Barry Sanders.
I like it. I like
that. I like that comparison. I know we have someone on the line, and Cecil's been there for a while. Cecil, thanks for waiting with us. We appreciate you. What's up?
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Matt, speaking of LeBron James, that's actually what I was calling in about. But I do want to say something before LeBron. Dude, he really surprised me. I've been watching him. He got his haircut, and I didn't even know who he was. I was flashing at the television. They said, dude rebound, dude with the basket. And so I'm like, where's he at? Well, he cut his hair, and he's playing really well. So I'm really surprised because y'all know I used to give dude a hard time. So one more in the book. Go Hogs go.
Cecil, he was hurt when he was here.
Yeah, I know. I was just giving him a hard time. Y'all know how I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like watching.
But anyway,
Pulisic. When you're hurt, you can't play.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. But I mean, I'm rooting for him big time.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for any Razorback in the league. I just want to say this about LeBron. A lot of people don't like LeBron. A lot of people, LeBron has done so much for the NBA. He's put a lot of money in a lot of people's pockets, podcasters, Stephen A. Smith, Doris Burks. I mean, he's been talked about for the last 20 plus years. And, you can't knock the man if he got a son playing with him, because it's a lot of players wish they could do that. LeBron he's a powerful man. He's a smart, powerful basketball player. He's a millionaire. I mean, he's a billionaire, first billionaire ever to play in the NBA, active player. And he's going to Cleveland. I just know he's going to. I know they hadn't said it yet, but that's the right place to go, right place to end his career is at Cleveland because they love him at Cleveland. And Cleveland will be the most talked about NBA team the whole season. There was something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember because I got stuck, Alyssa. I'm always getting stuck.
I apologize.
But
Well, if it ever comes back, you can always call us back.
Thank you, Cecil.
Hey, Daryl from Bentonville wants to know, Matt, what's your Mount Rushmore of soccer? You talked about this a little bit before.
Well, Messi was on there. Andrea Pirlo was on there for me. Zinedine Zidane would be on there for me. I never saw Pele play, so I can't put him on there. I'm not saying he doesn't belong on there. I'm talking about guys I saw play. Messi, Zinedine Zidane, he's a Frenchman. Andrea Pirlo's an Italian, and then Messi's in Argentina. I'd have to think about my fourth guy going on there, but those three. Pirlo is how I fell in love with soccer. Watching him play the game, watching him go through it, seeing the way dude was an absolute savant out there. They called him the Maestro. That's his nickname, the Maestro. Get out of here, man. He was amazing.
I got to see him play in the twilight of his career. I think he played for
NYCFC.
Yeah,
NYCFC.
New York, and they played at Sporting KC, and we went to see that game. Sarah and I did, and she said, "Just don't take your eyes off him. Just watch him." And he barely moved. I mean, he's old. I mean, I think he was probably 40, wasn't he, Matt?
Yeah, it was twilight.
But he would receive the ball and pass it, receive it and pass it.
Luka Modric might be another one of mine. He's a Croatian midfielder that I love. I could put him on the list.
And his passes were 100% completed. Just think about that. I mean, he put it
from 47 yards to 7 yards. He put it on a dime with either foot.
And you talk about, the great passers like Acuff delivered the ball to his teammates where they could catch and shoot, and that's what he did. And you watch him do it 2 or 3 times. Well, that's pretty good. And then he'd do it 40 times in a game. And his teammates weren't great players, so nothing much happened with those passes, but every once in a while something did, and you realize why they called him the maestro. You told me before I saw him.
Those are all good answers. All good answers there, guys. Appreciate that. All right, going to take one more break, but before we go, the sale you've been waiting for is still on. Butler Furniture, home of the area's largest showroom and the best selection of name brand furniture, has our month-long July clearance going on. Hurry in. Selection is huge. Deals are going fast, guys. Every item is clearly marked with July clearance discount prices across living rooms, bedrooms, dining, and more. And Butler makes it easy. Up to 60 months, no interest and no down payment. See store for details. Don't wait. Shop the big July clearance today at Butler Furniture on Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. And remember, it's better at Butler's.
People ask, why did you press? Just to get in their legs. They're making every single shot. Let's make them run some and see if they can still make shots.
This is halftime.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit, is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
A dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth.
Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with, I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got trophies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better.
There's no love in his heart. He gave it loose. He tried forgetting, but he knows it's no use. He's got a good heart.
Welcome back to Halftime with Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones. Call or text 877-377-6963. All guests join us on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Now, let's get back to Halftime with Arkansas football legend Matt Jones, Alyssa Orange, and Colton Little.
And Clay Henry. Clay, it has been a blast having you on here for my very first Tuesday show with you.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So hopefully you call back tomorrow. Yeah.
You got to be ready.
Ooh.
Got to be ready.
Okay.
Hall of Famers and
Hall of Famer Wednesday.
All right. Let's do it.
So
and no soccer.
It's fun, Alyssa.
Or not. We have soccer tomorrow?
No, you're right.
No soccer tomorrow. I'm sorry, Clay. What were you saying?
You wanted me to be sad as I was.
I didn't want you to be sad. That is not
12 for 12 can't be sad.
Yeah, you're right. I put $0 on it. I'm giving y'all free money.
Just watch that Argentina game again. It's fun to watch them when you can really, the outcome, and you can really focus in on technique. I like to see the wide shots, so you can, what do they call it in football, the 22, all 22.
Yep.
I like to watch that with soccer, and you see the build-ups. It's like, oh, here it comes. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's always fun. Probably not going to watch the game start to finish all over, but I definitely will be finding a way to watch the highlights. And I'll have the Colombia-Switzerland game on. And I will root for Switzerland for you, Matt, so that you can go 13 for 13. Lucky number 13 for you.
So listen, the kids are on vacation.
They are. They're in Colorado.
Do you sleep in a little bit?
Do I
you
sleep?
Stay up a little later?
Do I sleep in? I tell you what, man, I'm a reader at night, and I have been like reading and falling asleep really, really early. But you missed it last week, so I'm in the middle of moving, and so now it's the organizing stage of moving and going through stuff, and so that's what I've gone home and just started working through boxes, and that wears me out.
Have you thrown away more or less than you wanted to?
Much less. I need to. We're especially the clothes. Going through the clothes is the worst. It's hard. I know you guys struggle with that. I'm sure you do.
Well,
let's be really.
I feel bad because I know you used to get a little bit of extra money to pay for all your clothes, and now we just tell you to wear whatever you want.
Well, it's great that I get to wear whatever I
That's
want
true.
because I do have a whole entire wardrobe of clothes that I only wore on TV.
Yeah, but
what am I going to do with this?
Now it's Monday jeans day, Tuesday jeans day, Wednesday.
I'm in a
jeans
tank
day,
top
Thursday.
and jean shorts, Clay. That's what I'm in right now.
Jean shorts?
Jean shorts.
Yeah.
It's hot in this studio.
Jean
It was
shorts.
cold for a while. Yeah,
95
I'm
in
in
here.
jean shorts.
That's like University of Florida type stuff.
No, I didn't say jorts. I am not a man.
Goodness gracious.
That is different.
Oh,
Sir,
I got a story for y'all
it's
tomorrow.
men wearing jean shorts.
I have a story. We don't have enough time.
We don't. Save it
But
for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, it's the story
I cannot
about
believe I just
how
got yelled
how
at
my
for wearing jean
dad's
shorts.
how my dad's memoirs made it from Norfolk to Kansas City 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Since you decided to bring a Gator reference in here, I'm going to leave you with this. Deion Sanders, primetime said, asked about not being in the video game at Media Days today. He said, if I'm not in the game, they're not paying enough.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm going to leave you with. Thank you so much for joining us on Halftime today with the crew. And, of course, stick around. Ruskin and Zach going to be right here on the airwaves for you. So much to get into tomorrow and much more stories from Clay as he's going to join us as well. Everyone, enjoy your Tuesday. We'll be here tomorrow.